found TonyBasilio.com, home of the Tony Basilio Show. In just a few minutes, we'll be right with you with another award-winning, action-packed edition of your Tony Basilio Show. You found Radio Free Tennessee. Your Tony Basilio Show will begin momentarily. Keep it locked in right here at TonyBasilio.com and on your Tony Basilio app. And hey, do us a favor. Spread the word. Another award-winning, thought-provoking, action-packed edition of the Tony Basilio Show is coming up next. Tips are always appreciated here at TonyBasilio.com, home of the Tony Basilio Show. You found the Tony Basilio stream at TonyBasilio.com or on your smartphone or tablet. Another thrilling, chilling, and sometimes spilling edition of the Basilio Show is on the way next. Tips are always appreciated here at TonyBasilio.com.
WJBE 1040 AM, 99.7 FM. Translator W259AV. Powell, Knoxville.
Bino, we're live on the deck here today at Calhoun's on the river. I don't know about you, brother, but I'm feeling pretty fired up here.
Tony, happy football season.
Yes, sir.
I cannot believe that we're already back out here, but I sure am glad we are.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
That was a fast summer or a slow summer. It was some kind of summer, wasn't it?
I know the last 7 weeks haven't been too fast for you, but good to have you out here, Tony.
Well, we're doing it, man, and it's great to see everybody, and it's really an incredible time to be here and to be with you, and we're live here. This is our first of a series of shows. We do this one for the locals. Several people are on the road on the way down to Atlanta to see Tennessee and Syracuse in a brawl for it all, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be unbelievable. Bino, we were talking with the winners and losers guys last night, and Lee used the term fact-finding about tomorrow for Tennessee. I think there's a lot of fact-finding going on in week one across the board in college football, man. People that bet on this stuff.
No question, Tony. It's it seems like the knowns become less and less in this transfer portal era, and we certainly are on a fact-finding mission on the offensive side of football. No question about it. Just about in every phase.
And so I just I don't know how to think about tomorrow. I don't know how to feel because I don't. I mean, I know Tennessee's going to win the game. They're better. They play in a better league, and they're just a better team. You've got the Vols like somewhere in the middle of the SEC, with finishing 9-3. I mean, they're going to be pretty good. Substantial football team. I don't know that Syracuse is, but the issue is there's just so many unknowns, man.
Well, they talk. Coaches talk time and time about next man up, next man up, next man up. We've got a next man up just about every unit on the offensive side. I think they've got talent there. I really do, and hopefully that will come forth and show itself tomorrow.
We look at this schedule, and we look at what happened last night in major college football, and it's like the sun rising in the east, setting in the west, and Nebraska playing around with losing a game.
I actually went to bed at halftime of that one, and
you didn't miss anything.
I'm not. I wasn't terribly surprised when I woke up and saw that it was a tight game. I guess I was a little bit surprised that Nebraska won a tight game.
I have my first 3 or 4 non-shocking emails, Bino, from people saying that Golish really was the offensive genius behind Tennessee, not Heupel. I've already had a couple of those emails today. Hey, people, do you watch games? Did you watch that game last night? They slogged around for close to 3 quarters and broke the seal throwing a pass on a fake punt. I mean, do we watch games?
Well, I mean, whatever the narrative is, the narrative is. Hey, look, there's no question. Golish is a good offensive football coach. I think he proved it when he was here. Hopefully, time won't prove that he was like Cutcliffe was to Fulmer, and I don't expect that. I think that Josh Heupel is actually the offensive mind of the group. He's been that everywhere he's been, and Golish wasn't with him at every stop.
Comrade Golish, it's a big win for those guys last night. And
excellent win.
And the season's off to a rip-roaring start. The thing about last night, the thing that it proves is we're going to expect the unexpected in this deal. All the way around, man.
Yeah, it's made it crazy to try to keep up with, Tony.
Yeah.
But the craziness has a little bit of appeal when it starts to take the field, doesn't it?
Well, the portal's nuts, The portal's nuts. And when you put all these teams on the field and everybody's kind of new, it really is it's a different game. So we're excited about it. I got to ask you here off the top, as somebody that follows the NFL, what did you make of the Cowboys trading Micah Parsons and what they got back? And because the Packers, and I know there's a lot of Packer fans everywhere, I don't understand paying a defensive end $50 million a year in a salary cap sport. I'm sorry. I mean, the guy has to be Reggie White plus to be worth that.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
I think my favorite part of it was before the trade was announced, there were people that had like video of him in the Dallas airport saying, and it looks like he's in a hurry. So that's the world that we live in now. I mean, we got 75 sports channels, and somebody with a phone says, hey, he's probably been traded. He's in the airport. He looks like he's in a hurry.
What did the Cowboys get enough for him, Bino? They got that Kenny Clark guy and 2 firsts.
2 first-round draft choices, right?
But the 2 firsts, because Green Bay's pretty good, are going to be somewhere between 25 and 32.
Yeah. Well, I guess time will tell, Tony. I'm not sure.
I mean, Jimmy Haslam Incorporated, what's his face? Deshaun Watson fetched 3 first-round picks, Bino.
Yeah.
If you can believe that.
Well, I guess that's the difference in a quarterback and a defensive end, but
that's the truth. And that's a cut. What's your favorite game, man, between now and Monday night? Besides our game, Bino, I'm going to ask Hughie this. Give me your guilty pleasure game.
I'd like to be original on this, but I can't be. You've had this answer several times, and it's mine as well. It's LSU and Clemson.
Oh, man.
I'm just really looking forward to that because you've got 2 really, really good quarterbacks in the game. You got LSU trying to break through. I think they've lost 5 straight openers.
Yeah.
Which hadn't stopped them from scheduling somebody that can beat them. I'll give them that anyway. But that should be a really, really good football game.
And the thing about the college football experience today is they're playing that game right there, Death Valley versus Death Valley. They're playing that game right in Clemson's home field.
Love it. Love that.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Ohio State, Texas tomorrow. That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah. Hopefully we're going to see more and more of those. And although I'm looking forward to Tennessee tomorrow, less and less of these off-campus games.
Winners and losers presented by Dos Equis will be up after we're done today, whatever time that is. And one game that got a lot of play last night from those guys is this South Carolina-Virginia Tech game. Sunday afternoon, the second of 2 down there in Atlanta. Tennessee and Syracuse, the first one. I think that game has a much more chance of being compelling than our game. I think it's going to be an interesting football game.
I've always loved, of course, it's the opening weekend, so everybody's geeked about that. But I've always loved the Labor Day weekend of college football. I mean, it stretches from Thursday all the way through Monday, and it's standalone. I've just loved. I don't think there's ever been a better slate of games over Labor Day weekend than what we've got.
I agree with that, and I hope this is the going forward. This is what the playoff era is going to bring us, because these are really. And I don't know if it's just a coincidence that these games are already scheduled, but man, this is a great slate of games, and that Notre Dame bunch down there at Miami, tucked right in there on Sunday night. I mean, it's going to be fun now. And then Belichick on Monday night.
Yeah, just great slate of games. Really, really intriguing.
We'll take some calls later on. Hold your calls. Mike Huguenon's going to join us on the other side, presented by our friends at Gufan Moving and Storage. Obviously, Bino, we got to do some totals here. How many touchdown passes you got Joey football with tomorrow, Bino? What we going to start the number at?
I think we should start the number at 2.5.
You and I were thinking the same thing. Tennessee sacks, Bino.
I think that should probably be 3.5, 4.
How about hurries?
10.5.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Let's go 7.5.
They're gonna really smother this guy.
Hopefully.
Here's the game we're playing when we do open the phones later on. I want you to think about this. I want you to give me Tennessee's first 3 plays from scrimmage. I want you to tell me what they're going to be. If you get them in order, I'll give you $100 right here to use here at Calhoun's or any of the Copper Cellar family of restaurants.
Am I eligible?
Sure you are.
All right.
I want the first 3 plays from scrimmage, what they're going to be. So, first 3 plays from scrimmage. 865-200-5402 is our numero dos. If you want to get in the hunt and in the mix with us, we'd love to hear from you. Let's take a brief time out. We come back with more. Mike Huguenin joins the fray as we continue with more after this.
Whether it's baseball, football, softball, church groups, or schools, if you're raising money, do it with locally roasted Grade A Grounds coffee. I'm Billy Miller, a Vol alum and Knoxville native. You keep 40% of sales, and we donate 5% back to our East Tennessee community. Get started today by visiting our website at gradeagrounds.com.
When it's time for your next move, you want to get your precious belongings from point A to point B with your peace of mind intact. That's why you need to call my friends at Gouffon Moving and Storage, East Tennessee's moving legend. Gouffon Moving and Storage has been helping East Tennesseans move since 1887. That's 138 years, 5 generations. That's even longer than the Dooley, Jones, and Pruitt era combined. Gouffon Moving and Storage are pro movers, serving Knoxville, surrounding areas, and interstate moves too, both residential and commercial. And we'll provide you with personalized service that other corporate movers simply cannot. We know how to move all types of items. We pay careful attention to our clients' valuables. Your satisfaction as a customer is our absolute priority. As the oldest continually owned and operated family moving business in the United States, when it's time for your next move, it's Gouffon Moving and Storage. And storage, it's secure and vaulted. Our newest offering of commercial storage logistics, we offer receiving, storage, and delivery services for all your business logistic needs. See more at Gouffon.com. That's Gouffon.com. Or check out the link at tclub.team. When it's time for your next move, East Tennessee's moving legend, Gouffon Moving and Storage.
The end of summer means big savings and no more excuses to not call Pipe Wrench Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Don't let plumbing or HVAC problems follow you into fall, and take care of them now while the kids head back to school. Whether it's a leaky pipe, outdated water heater, or AC unit struggling to keep up, the expert team at Pipe Wrench is here to help you transition smoothly into fall with a home that's running efficiently and worry-free. This month only, enjoy 10% off any plumbing or HVAC service, including repairs, replacements, or maintenance. And Peace of Mind Maintenance Plan members will get an additional 10% off for 20% in total savings. From repairs to tune-ups to replacements, we'll help you check home comfort off your end of summer or back to school to-do list. We make it easy with free on-site estimates for replacements and free second opinions on repairs. And if budgets are tight, we offer flexible payment plans including 0% financing with credit approval. So don't let HVAC or plumbing issues slow you down this season, and don't delay as the offer ends August 31st. Call Pipe Wrench at 865-264-8090 or book online at pipewrench.com to schedule your appointment today. And as always, same-day service guaranteed or the visit is free.
Life never stops moving. And between the 30-minute commutes, daycare pickups, weekly soccer practice, Tuesday night yoga, X number of coffee runs, and that weekend trip to Grandma's, you're racking up the miles. What you need is a tire that can keep up. A tire designed for doers. A tire that's going to last. Like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire. With an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety and comfort you expect, you can forget all about the miles ahead and focus on getting to your destination or conquering your to-do list. Fleet Tire, I-275 exit 1B at East Woodland Avenue in Knoxville. That's Fleet Tire, I-275 exit 1B at East Woodland Avenue in Knoxville. Fleet Tire.
Out-of-town law firms have been swarming into East Tennessee lately. From Memphis, Chattanooga, and Birmingham, they've stormed into the area. Wouldn't you rather do business with a local firm? You know, a true neighbor. Marcos Garza and the pros at the Garza Law Firm are just that. There are neighbors and friends that support local causes year-round. The Garza Law Firm works to serve you professionally on criminal matters, injuries and accident matters, and Social Security and disability filings. The Garza Law Firm is here for you at garzalaw.com. The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Are you stuck in a dead-end job or ready for a new challenge? Do you feel like it's time to try a new career? Well, it's time to change lanes with TLD Logistics. My friends at TLD Logistics have some really exciting opportunities for you to learn a new skill. With a new 5-acre driving academy that's now under new leadership with all new course material. And the best part, it's absolutely free. What a great deal to set you on the road to higher pay. And TLD Logistics even offers weekly stipends to offset food and gas expenses. In 6 weeks' time, you could complete this course and be in compliance with FMCSA regulations. Then you're ready for the open road of opportunity. What are you waiting for? It's time to change lanes with TLD Logistics. Visit tldlogistics.com. That's tldlogistics.com. TLD Logistics.
A lime is not always just a lime. You see, some limes are lucky. For when a lime joins the salted rim of a crisp, refreshing Tres Dos Equis, that lime is no longer a mere lime, but a wedge of renowned Mexican limón. Muchas gracias, limón. And also, de nada. Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis, imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Hey there, Basilio family. Jennifer Morse here with Keller Williams Realty. The countdown to fall football is on. Is your fall plan missing the perfect home to watch the Vols make another playoff run? If a new view is on your game day checklist, I'm ready to help you find it. Don't wait until kickoff. Give me a call today at 865-694-5904 or visit my website at nextmovesmokymountains.com. That's nextmovesmokymountains.com, and go Vols.
Josh Collins at Collins Insurance Agency. At Collins Insurance, we strive to ensure our customers receive better coverage along with bigger savings. Our community is important to us. We want to provide exceptional service to our customers. Anybody can provide great rates, great coverage, but can you also get great service? And hey, don't just take my word for it.
What's up, everybody? Zakai Ziegler here. My family turns to Collins Insurance Agency for the best service, coverage, and price.
So don't just go online and get some random insurance. Experience the Collins Insurance difference.
Like he said, experience the Collins Insurance difference. CollinsInsuranceTN.com. CollinsInsuranceTN.com. And hey, their Mama ZZ approved. CollinsInsuranceTN.com. Thank you to Josh Collins and ZZ.
One more thing, Tony. Go Vols!
Preparing food for a big gathering can really take it out of you. That's why you need to call Calhoun's and check out their selection of party platters. Whether you're hosting a party for the big game, a reunion, or just an everyday gathering, a Calhoun's party platter is next level. Choose from Calhoun's always excellent chicken tenders, fly with Calhoun's wings, or boneless wings with a variety of dipping sauces, award-winning next-level melt-in-your-mouth barbecue ribs, or delicious spinach artichoke dip, or get one of each. Plus, if you're doing burgers or sandwiches, Calhoun's has lots of side dishes like spinach Maria, baked cinnamon apples, Smoky Mountain baked beans, or creamy coleslaw. Available in pints, quarts, and gallons. And to finish things off, pick up one of Calhoun's great desserts to go, including homemade cheesecake or key lime pie. Calhoun's, simply your go-to party headquarters. With 9 locations all over East Tennessee, you can order online and just pick it up. Calhoun's, one of the Copper Cellar family of restaurants, along with Chesapeake's, Copper Cellar, Corner 16, Cherokee Grill, and Smoky Mountain Brewery. Eat local, eat good. Tony B back with you, 865-200-5402. Great day to be alive and well with you. It's unbelievable. It's football time in Tennessee. We're down here at Calhoun's on the river. I want to thank Brad and Kelsey for that terrific banner, Bino.
Yeah,
commemorating the program, which is right on the side of the building here. It's unbelievable, Andy. I want to thank all the wonderful people that are out here today. It is a tremendous crowd already. You people are incredible. You mean the world to us. This fills our heart and our soul and our minds. And in the heart, y'all. They can't take it from us. It's unbelievable. Bino, your nephew has come to see the show from how far away?
He came from Greenville, South Carolina. Generally a 3-hour trip. Said it took him 4 today.
4 to go through the mountains. That's dedication. Now, Bino, are you buying his lunch or is he buying you lunch? Interesting. Let's, without further ado, because I'm already buying Leroy's lunch, so you might be on your own today. By the way, the great, and I do mean he's great, Mike Huguenin, We've been waiting for this week for weeks, Hughie. And I bring you in against a backdrop that you're presented by our friends at Gufon Moving and Storage. And you've got to, Hughie, you've got to give me the top mover of the weekend as you predict it, or maybe it's a game that's already been played and that's your top mover of the weekend. But I want you to think about that going forward, because this is East Tennessee's moving legend here. We're talking about since 1887, 138 years, boys and girls. That's longer than the Dooley, Jones, and Pruitt era combined. 138 years. And they will do it all for you. They'll take incredible care of you. The oldest continually owned and operated family moving business in the United States of America, Gufon Moving and Storage. Big time. The moving legend joins the legend on the air now, Mike Hugan. And Hughie, how we doing, brother?
Doing quite well. And the big mover, I mean, I think if you watched USF last night, you saw a team that is going to be in the mix for the Group of 5 spot in the playoff. The problem with USF is their schedule. Their next 2 games are at Florida and at Miami. So that means they open the season with 3 consecutive top 25 teams. They obviously blew out Boise last night. But if they win the AAC, which I thought they had a phenomenal chance anyway, they looked even better than I thought, that they could get into the playoff with 2 losses. There is nobody in the AAC that should beat them. I'm being serious here. Byron Brown is a really good quarterback. He's from Raleigh. NC State did not recruit him. And if you've watched NC State play the last couple of years, you realize this team doesn't have a quarterback. Well, yeah, a guy who grew up 15 miles from your campus is starting at quarterback in Tampa. So, Tennessee fans are well acquainted with Alex Golish. He had a brilliant fake punt call last night.
Yes, he did.
The speed difference was enormous last night. USF was much faster than Boise, and they were just as physical, and that's a nice match for a Group of 5 team. That's a nice mix-up for a Group of 5 team.
You bow your head when you say his name, ladies and gentlemen, the great Mike Hugan, and joining today on the program. Hugie, we talk about South Florida. They got Florida next, and they got Miami down the line, right? Here's the thing. Here's my thing. And Bino, I want your thoughts on this. If they split those 2 games and win the rest of them, I don't care if a Group of 5 team runs a table. If you have a win over Boise and a win over either Miami or Florida, and you win the rest of them, you should be in a playoff entrant if you're South Florida. Yes or no, Bino?
I think there's a great chance that happens.
And even if you go 10-2 and you do that, you should get consideration for having played those games. I don't think you should get punished if you're them for playing those games, Hughie, especially if they're because eye test wise, man, they smothered that poor Boise team who we're used to watching play at the top of the sport.
Yeah, that was the impressive aspect. The fact that their defense, which was, to be kind, shaky last year, was dominant. Now, Boise last year obviously had Ashton Genty, and his loss is gigantic. But they have a couple offensive linemen expected to play in the NFL. There was no running room, very few passing lanes, and again, the speed difference was incredible. USF does play at Memphis in October. That's the toughest road game in the league. But this is a team that, I think can win the AAC. And if they win the AAC with this schedule, I don't care if they are 10-2. I think they deserve to be the Group of 5 team, because you look around, the MAC's not getting a team in. Conference USA is not getting a team in. If a Sun Belt team runs the table, maybe. In the Mountain West, Boise was supposed to be the best team, and USF took the lumber to them. So, USF had one phenomenal start back, I think it was in 2007. They got as high as number 2 in the country under Jim Leavitt. But this USF team, again, Golish has brought that, the Tennessee offense to Tampa. They have really good athletes on the outside, and they got a really good quarterback.
It's fun, Bino.
Oh, it's outstanding. Happy football season, Mike, by the way.
Yeah, I'm psyched. I watched parts of every game that was on TV last night. Wisconsin. I watched a little bit of the Wisconsin game. They lost their quarterback. I don't know how serious it is. Rutgers barely beats Ohio U in a shootout. East Carolina had a legitimate chance to beat NC State, messed it up. Nebraska, I was not impressed with. Dylan Raiola completed 34 passes, but I think for 24 passes, but for like 233 yards. It was a dink and dunk game, and they beat Cincinnati, threw the ball for less than 100 yards, and still almost beat Nebraska.
Hey, Mike, Tony and I were mulling over here that we want your input on. I've always loved Labor Day weekend football. It goes from Thursday to Monday, and it's standalone for college football. Love it. I think that this year's slate is absolutely the best Labor Day slate that I can remember. And the thing we're mulling over is this going to be what we see going forward more so in the expanded playoff era?
I sure hope so. I think there is a little bit of trepidation about, with the SEC going to 9, the Big Ten and Big 12 already playing 9, and the ACC is assuredly going to go to 9 as well. Conference games, I mean. How many teams are going to be willing to play a big opening weekend game with the idea that a loss, you start off 0-1. But the TV partners want it. And in the 12-team playoff era and the soon-to-be 16-team playoff era, one loss does not end your season. So I would think that this indeed would be the case. I think you look at Monday, TCU, North Carolina is not a high-level game, but it is Belichick, first college game. So, yes, the TV eyeballs are going to be gigantic. I think in normal years that the Monday game will be a little bit more palatable for the only reason you'd watch Monday is because it's Belichick. I think in normal seasons, the Monday game would be a legitimate capper to the weekend. The Sunday game, the Miami Notre Dame game is tremendous. The LSU, Clemson, and Ohio State, Texas games tomorrow are phenomenal. Luckily, they're on at different times. The Auburn-Baylor game tonight is fascinating. You got USF blowing out Boise last night. So this is I think this is the sort of the blueprint going forward for the Labor Day weekend games. There's going to be at least one great game on Sunday, a good game on Monday to end the season, and I think there's always going to be a lot of good games sprinkled in on the first Saturday. But this year,
first time
3 top 10 matchups. I mean, that's incredible.
It's the first time I've had an opportunity to talk to you, Mike, since the SEC finally decided to go to 9 games, which you and I have been on them to do for I don't know how long on here.
You guys really beat that into the ground. No offense to both of you, but go ahead. We got the point, guys.
So all I got to say is, Mike, and I know he's got a lot more important things to do, but praise God for that.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that the idea that the SEC is also saying not only are we going to 9, you got to play a Power 4 team in non-conference. Now, that doesn't mean all the rummy games are going to be gone, but it does remove 16 rummy games from the schedule because the games they're going to get rid of, every team plays at least 2 horrible opponents every single season in non-conference. So 16 of those games are gone, so that's a gigantic positive.
Hey, Hughie, this Syracuse team Tennessee is going to see tomorrow, do you have an adjective to describe them? Because they just don't look very good on paper.
I think mysterious is the right word. I think last year, they had a new coach for M. Brown, who had never been a head coach before. They bring in Kyle McCord, and people are like, well, if Kyle McCord was any good, why, he left Ohio State as a starter, and he goes to Syracuse? This guy's not any good, and he leads the nation in passing yards. So I think that the question this year for Syracuse, they're not going to be as good, I don't think. But, maybe they are. They did lose their best wide receiver in the portal after spring ball. The quarterback came late. A ton of new starters on both sides of the ball. This was not a good defensive team at all last year. They got shredded on a weekly basis. The difference was that McCord said, okay, instead of scoring 38, we'll just score 42. And for the most part, they did. But I can't see this team looking at it on paper. I would think Tennessee's double-digit points better, unless Steve Angeli's a lot better than I thought. Now, I will say this: Kyle McCord was a lot better than I thought in this offense. So, I can't see the Vols. I can't see the Vols losing this game unless the offense just collapses.
You know, the thing is, like, you're going to see more than what you saw from Cincinnati last night. I don't understand. You were mentioning the Nebraska game. Talk about last night's game. I was so jacked up for that. 9 o'clock Eastern time. You kind of sat there and waited through the South Florida game, which sort of got ugly. It got away. That looked like that was going to be a close game. 5 o'clock start. It's kind of one-sided. And then I'm looking at, just in the meantime, Kyle Schwarber hits 4 home runs. I mean, who cares about that, And then, lo and behold, this game starts, and it's a total stinker. What is Cincinnati? Why did they make that hire? The guy that barely move the bar at Louisville. What kind of a hire is that for Cincinnati when they're finally in the big time? I mean, what are they doing?
Yeah, Satterfield, I think this is – you talk to people of Louisville, and they're like they still have the same reaction you did. He was on extremely shaky ground here, and we didn't have to fire him because somebody hired him away. And he was hired away by a school that had gone to the playoff 3 seasons before. So I don't get that either. They played really good defensively last night. That is a well-coached defense. Offensively, it's a very uninspiring offense. Sorsby's a really good athlete. He is not a good passer. That last pass was an example of the kind of thrower he is. He has a guy open if he throws it to his outside shoulder. Instead, he throws it in more into the middle of the field, and there's 2 guys there, and one of them picks it off. But I was impressed with Cincinnati's defense, and the annual. It used to be Texas is back, Miami is back, Nebraska is back. Well, the Nebraska is back preseason top 20. That is not a top 20 team, unless Cincinnati's much better than folks think, and I don't think that's the case. Raiola, to me, is a guy who was extremely highly hyped, moved around in high school, ended up at Buford High in suburban Atlanta, one of the best high school programs in the country, and he had his recruitment was gigantic, and he goes to Nebraska. His uncle's the offensive line coach, and he does not look like a high-level quarterback.
Awful. He's awful. Hey, you said it earlier, and I want to root for Nebraska. This guy is a fake Patrick Mahomes, Phake. He has all his mannerisms. You've seen him, right? Being all the stuff he does, the hand motions, he dresses like him. I'll bet you his girlfriend looks like a B-list Brittany Mahomes. Because this guy is a B-list. He's a B-list Mahomes.
Yeah, their offense. Dana Holgerson's the offensive coordinator, and I think last night he was. Holgerson has a certain rep. I think he probably went out after the game and threw back a few, going, "What is wrong with this offense?"
Yeah,
it's not. It was not. It looked. It's like a 1978 car that's still on the road. It goes fine for 10 miles and it cuts off. It just fits and starts. 1978 is a little ridiculous. Maybe 2002 car still on the road. But it did not look like a very cohesive offense. And the defense was okay, but again, nothing special because Cincinnati's offense is not special.
It looked like an AMC Gremlin. If you want to take me back to that era.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Online at my friends at Gufon, online at Gufon Moving and Storage. Not only do they move you, but they also have a great storage deal as well. And they will take incredible care of you. In fact, they'll even move your stuff around, logistically speaking, bring it to you as you're storing it. Go online at Gufon.com and see more of what we're talking about as Bino and myself visit today with Mike Hugan. And this is the first of our Calhoun's on the River shows. And, Bino, in case you were wondering if folks were going to show up out here, we're not even halfway through our first hour, and we're pretty stacked and packed out here on the deck. And I think these folks are ready for some college football. I know I am. I'm excited for these games. Hughie, the Tennessee-Syracuse game notwithstanding, because we know that's the main event. Tom Marine knows that's the main event this weekend. Give me your two other favorite games, and I don't want the Texas-Ohio State game. That's too easy of an answer. Your two other games you're going to be locked on this weekend.
Oh, LSU-Clemson, for sure. I think that in some respects is as interesting as Texas-Ohio State. LSU-Clemson this year different in that these are two highly hyped teams with returning starters at quarterback. Klubnik, Nussmeier, big things expected from both, especially Nussmeier. Big season for Brian Kelly. They spent a ton in the portal. Clemson brought in, I think it's 4 portal guys as Dabo sort of gets dragged into the 21st century. But Clemson, the running game is a question for both teams. LSU last in the SEC last year in rushing. Think about that. LSU was last in the SEC in rushing last year. Too much pressure was on Nussmeier. The offensive line lost 3 starters, including an offensive tackle taken in the first round. How good's the LSU offensive line going to be when it comes to run blocking? Again, last year they had 3 guys in the NFL now, and they couldn't run block. Good receiving core. Defense expected to be better because they spent a boatload of cash on that side of the ball. Clemson's running game is a question as well. Phil Malfa's gone. The offensive line is good, though. The receivers, Clemson receivers are better than LSU's, I think. I also think the Clemson defensive line is going to be hard for LSU to run against. In a game with 2 high-level quarterbacks, 2 quarterbacks expected to be in the Heisman conversation, I think the team that runs the ball better in this game is going to win. And maybe you only need to run for 80 yards to win this. But the team that runs more consistently is going to win. All the focus is going to be on stopping the quarterbacks. I'm interested to see if any team can run the ball consistently against the other defense. And again,
really sneaky
defense will be much better this year because they got rid of Wes Goodwin, who had zero business being a defensive coordinator. They brought in Tom Allen.
Let's go.
Indiana coach. I think that's going to be a big-time, much better-looking defense.
The thing about Tennessee-Syracuse tomorrow that I know is the Vols' defensive line will dominate them. That's generally what happens when SEC and ACC teams get on the field. The thing that's sneaky to me, Bino, about Clemson is that Dabo Swinney always has built his team like an SEC team. They always have a good defensive line. This year, now we could be proven wrong. I'm going to stand with Hughie on this. This year, I think they've got a great defensive line. And I think that's going to be the difference in that game tomorrow. I think Clemson wins tomorrow, Beanstar.
Yeah, it'd be hard not to pick Clemson playing there, especially with LSU's struggles in openers.
Yep.
Over the last several seasons. So yeah, that's a huge bite for LSU right out of the chute.
And Hughie, that is in the secret sauce because everybody expected Dabo's teams all those years to get rolled by Alabama. When they got on the field with them. Now, last couple years when it slipped on them, when they didn't have skill people, and they kind of went through that period where they had DJ, Ying-a-ling-a-ling, that whole thing. Yeah, when they had that whole deal going, they got rolled by Georgia. But even if you looked at those games were close around halftime. One year they went for a fake at midfield that sort of turned the game around and ripped the seal on them. But I think their defensive line, Hughie, carries the day tomorrow.
Yeah, they got 2 potential first-round picks, Woods and Parker. The irony there, both those guys are from Alabama. Both were gigantic recruits who chose Dabo over Saban at the time. So the big-time defensive front for Clemson, a nice linebacking core, maybe the best corner in the country, Avion Terrell, who's a kid from Atlanta. So Clemson, you mentioned that Dabo wants to be like an SEC team. He out-recruits SEC teams for a lot of his players. This is the defense for Clemson, I think, is going to make major strides. You talk to people around Clemson. Wes Goodwin was a great guy. He came from the Clemson tree. He was a Venables. Venables was his mentor. He did not adjust well during a game. That's not going to be Tom Allen's fault. A problem for Tom Allen, rather. And Tom Allen, I got to think he looks around and realizes this might be the best defensive talent I've ever coached, and I'm in my late 50s. So I think that Clemson's defense is going to make major strides. And again, I think you can't overstate the running game in this one. The quarterbacks are a given. They're going to have success. Do they face any pressure in the pocket? LSU brought in 2 transfer defensive ends, one from Florida, one from Florida State. The guy from Florida, Jack Pyburn, had 1 sack last year, and that was against Florida State, who couldn't pass block anybody. And the guy they brought in from Florida State was Pat Payton, who had 4.5 sacks. 3 came against Cal, which was the only team that allowed more sacks last year than Florida State. So there's a gigantic question about LSU's pass rush. I don't think there's a question about Clemson's pass rush. This is a fascinating game. 2 teams called the Tigers, 2 teams that play in places they call Death Valley. I think Kelly called Clemson Death Valley Junior, which will, I'm sure, rile up the home folks in Clemson. So this game, to me, it's a night game, well-oiled fans. I think it's going to be, in some respects, more entertaining than Texas-Ohio State.
Hey, Mike, we talked a little bit about Satterfield. Let's go the other side of that equation. Luke Fickell, entering his 3rd year at Wisconsin, 13-13 there. His team picked like 11th, 12th in the Big Ten coming up there. I never saw that coming.
No, people are now saying, well, it wasn't a bad hire. It was a good hire, and I think Fickell made some mistakes with his staff. Now, Phil Longo was an offensive coordinator. I think the problem was you're going from a 1950s caveman offense to an offense that was sort of, cutting edge in today's game. And the dichotomy there, the switch there, vastly too big for Wisconsin to handle. You can't expect offensive linemen who all they've been taught is fire out and knock the guy down ahead of you to change to take a step back and wait till the guy engages you. And it was a bad cultural fit offensively. Defensively, they've struggled some as well. They got their quarterback hurt last night. But they still shut out Miami of Ohio, which is a pretty solid MAC team. But yeah, Fickell. They can't. I don't think they're going to fire him this year unless they go like 4-8 or 3-9, because the AD Chris McIntosh is the guy who hired Fickell.
Wow.
That was his first big move. He became AD, got rid of Paul Christ, and I think everybody realizes Christ's time had come, but Fickell was seen as a coup in a way. Wisconsin hires a guy who took Cincinnati to the college football playoff. Oh my God, what a great hire! I think it still was a great hire. I think Fickell made some mistakes in the makeup of his first staff, and it took him a while to fix that. But this year's Wisconsin schedule is a monster. They go 7-5. It's going to be a great season, given what the schedule looks like.
When Mike Huguenin told you he watched every game last night, trust me, he watched every game. This guy's a sicko, and he joins us on a Friday. I mean, he needs like counseling and help and all that good stuff. As we're live today at Calhoun's on the River. Here's the thing I love about college football is that you sit around and you go, that is a great hire. And it turns out it's an awful hire.
You're right.
When Frost went to Nebraska, we all said he's going to win multiple, okay? Not a national championship, but they'll compete for multiple. It was a total waste of time. When Josh Heupel came here, people looked at him and they said, this guy is going to be a curiosity, and he'll be out of a job within 3 years. They're going to score a bunch of points, and Danny White's crazy, and nobody else would return their phone calls, and that's why they hired him. And Tennessee just got a commitment yesterday from this Keys kid, this wide receiver, and they're getting ready this weekend to flip a defensive lineman from Alabama. And when Sunday rolls around, their class is going to be ranked in the top 5, and they're not done yet. And so here's the point. We think we know Hughie, right?
Yes.
But we really at the end of the day don't know, and that's why I love this sport.
Yeah, and, Scott Frost now back at UCF. They beat Jacksonville State last night, 17-10. UCF trailed 10-3 and threw a TD pass with a minute left to win it after a long, 2.5-hour lightning delay. But it is. It's you look at things, and Frost went back to his alma mater. His offense was cutting edge. He took UCF to an unbeaten season. How is this guy not going to succeed at his alma mater? Well, he's an abject failure. And Fickell's another example of, everything, a Midwest guy going to the ultimate Midwest school, how is this not going to work out? Well, it didn't work out. So, it is sort of incredible. And there's Dabo, I guess, was very vocal earlier on this off season about how he was so, blessed to be where he is, blah, blah, blah. But he told a story about how at the end of his second full season, they got blown out by South Carolina at home, booed off the field. He meets his wife in the tunnel after the game. She's crying. She says, Terry Don Phillips wants to see you in your office. And he's thinking, oh, my God, I'm getting fired. Because Terry Don Phillips was the AD at Clemson at the time. Instead, he goes to his office. Terry Don Phillips said, tough season. Let's get him next year. What do you need to get better? That kind of stuff. So, and then, of course, he's won 2 national titles. So, yeah, you don't know with coaches. That's the sort of fascinating aspect. Some of the guys Texas has hired. Tom Herman seemed like a phenomenal hire, and Sarkisian, oh, man, that's interesting. Sarkisian takes them to the playoff last year, and they're favored to get back. So it's obviously NIL plays a huge role now. It didn't 5 or 6 years ago, but still, there is no sure thing when you hire a coach. Zero sure things when you hire a coach.
It's wild, Bino, isn't it?
Yeah, it's stunning.
It's crazy.
No way to project it.
All right, Hughie, on the way out, how do you see Notre Dame Miami playing out? A coaching mismatch for the ages. I know you really love Cristobal's game management down there. I think he's wonderful.
All you got to say about Miami, they had the number 1 pick in the draft. He threw for, I think, 40-something touchdowns. They didn't even make the ACC title game. You have the best quarterback in the country. You can't even play for the ACC title, much less win it. And their last regular season game, they had a big lead on Syracuse, 24-0, and lost. So, Cristobal, that's the question from Miami. Carson Beck will be making his first start at Miami. C.J. Carr, Lloyd Carr's grandson, will be making his first start for Notre Dame. It's a night game. The crowd is going to be extremely well-oiled. It is a nasty crowd at Miami. There'll be a lot of Notre Dame fans there because Notre Dame's got tons of Subway alumni. But the one question I have about Miami is their defensive tackles. They're starting a defensive tackle who transferred from Louisiana Tech. Okay, fine. He had a great year at Louisiana Tech. This ain't Conference USA. Notre Dame's got 4 returning offensive linemen. They got the best running back in the country by about 1,000 miles in Jeremiah Love. They got an inexperienced quarterback. Notre Dame is going to run the ball and run the ball and run the ball until Miami proves they can stop it. I'm not sure Miami can stop it. So
Bino, are you buying, selling, or trading Carson Beck this year? I want to know right now.
I'm not buying him. No.
Bino, how about you?
Sell.
You selling too?
Sell.
He scares me. He was I don't know. He was a great teammate last year.
Practice. That's the thing with Lagway too. You got quarterbacks. Beck had a phenomenal season 2 years ago at Georgia. He did not play well last year. He's coming off a serious injury. How ready will he be in the opener? Another game that's interesting to me tomorrow is Alabama-Florida State. I don't think there's any way Alabama loses, but I want to see what Ty Simpson looks like.
I agree with that. We had a winners and losers presented by our friends at Dos Equis VIP play coming up next. I'm going to tell you something. I'm buying Ty Simpson. I'm selling the guy at Miami. I am buying anything you guys want to know. I could eat my words on this, but I'm going to stand with Will Heflin on this. I'm buying Ty Simpson. I think he sat. He's a coach's son. He's going to be a really good fit for that offense, better than what they had last year. And I'll be curious to see what he looks like, too, because I think I'm probably putting the hex on the guy.
Yeah, you got to respect the guy. This is his fourth year. He's never started a game. In this era, that's somebody that people should say, yeah, good job there, kid. Wait to stick it out.
And last year in camp, when they knew they had to go with the guy they went with, they went to Ty Simpson and they gave him a raise because they liked him to keep him there. That's kind of a backstory on that. It's not like this is a guy they've inherited. This is a guy that they kept there because the head coach likes him. And I think DeBoer's a good coach, Bino. I trust DeBoer.
I do, too. I think he's a solid coach. I think he was the right
hire. Plus, he's got Ryan Grubb back as his offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Who spent last year with the Seahawks. Yeah. So I think that does make a gigantic difference.
Huge.
And you talk about a fit, he's a much better fit than Milroe. And for that offense, yes.
So, Yugi, you're the man. Much love to you, my brother, and many happy returns. Thank you.
Thank you. Talk to you next week.
And he's presented by our friends at Gufon Moving and Storage. And I want to remind you, not only do they handle all your moves and your valuables with the greatest of ease, but they have secure vaulted storage as well. Their newest offering is commercial storage logistics, where they offer receiving, storage, and delivery services for all your business logistic needs. Check out what I'm talking about at Gufon.com. Shout out to the great Tom Gufon. Bino, I'm excited about this weekend.
Oh, me too, Tony. It's as I said. I think it's my favorite of the Labor Day weekend slates that we've seen.
We're gonna open the phone lines, man, on the other side, and we're gonna do our 3 plays. I want to know the first 3 plays from scrimmage for Tennessee tomorrow. What are they? First 3 plays from scrimmage.
Hope I don't make Josh Heupel mad that I know him.
You think you know him, Bino?
I know him.
You think you know him, or you're sure you know him, or you know him? I know you know him.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
All the above.
Is a long pass from Joey Football in your first 3 plays, Bino?
No.
No?
No.
No long ball?
Not in the first 3.
Really? Come back on the other side. I see Joey Football rolling out and throwing a deep one tomorrow to start the game in the Dome, a la Cordero Patterson back in the day. I've never seen a man that wide open in my life.
I was there that night.
That was insane, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Take a brief time out. We come back with more on the other side. We're live today. Calhoun's on the river. This is an absolute Tennessee tradition. Football Fridays here, Rice fans, and Rice fans. And we come back with more on the other side right after this.
Hey, Tony B listeners, I'm Billy from Grade A Grounds, a UT grad bringing Knoxville a better way to raise money. We roast premium coffee fully branded for your team or cause. You keep 40% of sales, and we donate 5% to local needs. Let's win on and off the field. Visit gradeagrounds.com to start your winning fundraiser today.
Score a TD every time with T3 Vodka. T3 is Tennessee's premium vodka, handcrafted with passion, precision, and a whole lot of pride. T3 Vodka is taking the Volunteer State by storm. T3 Vodka, handcrafted in the majesty of the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains, where quality isn't just a promise, it's a way of life. Filtered 10 times and 80 proof. T3 Vodka delivers a smoothness that's unmatched. This dedication to excellence has already earned T3 Vodka prestigious accolades. T3 is a 5-time gold medal winning vodka and the 2025 SIPS Consumer Choice Award medal winner. Whether you're sipping it neat or on the rocks or mixing up your favorite cocktail, T3 Vodka is your choice for a premium, award-winning experience. Score a T3 TD and ask for T3 Vodka by name at restaurants and wine and liquor stores today. Drink it neat, drink it right, drink T3 Vodka and score a touchdown every time. T3, Tennessee's premium vodka. Distributed by Athens Distributing Company. Please drink responsibly.
It's the hottest post-game show on the planet. Garza Law. Fifth quarter fan reaction. Fan reaction. As soon as the final gun sounds, we're live.
Tony Basilio, and we are live once again with Chad Stockton of FC Alliance. And Chad, you're out there on the field, 100 strong here in Knoxville. Talk to me. What's been going on with FC Alliance now that the weather's heating up?
We're out here for the first night of the boys' tryouts. We have over 400 kids that'll be here tonight. So a lot of exciting times right now for us. Our club team start at U9 and we go all the way through U19. We have over 1,000 kids that come from Chattanooga from the Tri-Cities that make all our teams and make this club what it is today. So we're excited about it. We finished the younger kids a couple of weeks ago. We just finished the girls last night, and now we're on to our older boys program as we speak right now.
And we're blowing and going in the Tri-Cities. Tell me about it.
We started FC Alliance North 1 year ago, and coming off the first year, we are the largest, most competitive club up in the Tri-Cities area. We just finished our trials last night. Looks like right now we will be well over 400 kids for the upcoming season. So great things happening up there. We've put our boys into some really good regional leagues. So we're excited about what the future holds for them and also our girls programs.
If you want more information, check them out at fcallianceknox.org. That's fcallianceknox.org. Chad Stockton, keep growing the beautiful game here in East Tennessee.
Absolutely. Thanks, Tony.
Basilio here. No one does it like Alumni Hall. I'm here to tell you, living Vol fan, only one place. That's the best place to shop for Tennessee gear, and that's Alumni Hall. The best and largest selection of Tennessee apparel for the whole family. Top brands like Nike and Champion, Columbia, Peter Millar. Load up on hats, accessories, Yeti, all your tailgating necessities. Download the Alumni Hall app, click account, and it'll tell you how much Hall cash you've earned. You earn $10 in rewards for every $150 you spend. Alumni Hall, with physical locations in Murfreesboro, Bristol, and 3 locations in Knoxville, now open in Johnson City. Pop into Alumni Hall and get ready and tell them Tony B sent you.
Hi, I'm Jim Simpson, owner of Simpson Meats. When's the last time you grilled a really good burger or steak? One your friends still talk about. Our goal at Simpson Meats is to make that happen every time you have a cookout. All of our cuts of meats, steaks, burgers, briskets, and pork are always fresh, flavorful, and sustainably sourced. We are family owned, so we know the importance of knowing how and where your food is raised. We have been putting quality first since 1888. Visit our butcher shop off Lovell Road or online at simpsonmeats.com.
Tony Basilio along with the great Mark Griffin. And we're here to talk about our friends at Performance Medicine. And Griff, their slogan, stay educated, stay healthy. That's you.
Wow. I really like to think that, Tony, and I'd like to give Dr. Rogers a lot of credit because I definitely want to stay educated and healthy, and knowing that he's putting the time and effort in to make sure of my care, I want to encourage your listeners to put the time to learn and become educated and get to know Dr. Rogers and see if it can help with your health as well.
And there's a really, really easy way to do that. In fact, they've got their own YouTube channel. You can see Dr. Rogers for himself with his staff. It's called The Performance Medicine Show over at the Performance Medicine channel over on YouTube. Also, more information at performancemedicine.net. To our friends in North Knoxville, a brand new location over in Fountain City, now accepting patients. So many ways to reach Dr. Rogers. And like they say, stay educated, stay healthy. Performance Medicine, online, performancemedicine.net. TB here for Cedar Bluff Plumbing, a live and local company that's been serving our area for over 32 years and counting because every customer counts, and I mean no job is too small. Cedar Bluff Plumbing just voted #1 by City View magazine because multiple plumbing experts are on call to serve all your plumbing needs. Chances are there'll be a plumber in your area when you call, and they won't send some salesman to your house. You're going to get a high-character, trustworthy, highly trained plumber who will serve you, not like some of these guys that look like they came off the set of America's Most Wanted. Cedar Bluff Plumbing is Basilio tested and approved and will go the extra mile for you because Chucky Mack is a servant of the people and my consigliere to the throne, celebrating over 32 years of serving living volunteers. Cedar Bluff Plumbing. Call 588-4448. That's 588-4448. Cedar Bluff Plumbing.
Attention Vol fans, are you tired of complicated, clunky fleet technology that makes your job harder? Say goodbye to frustration and hello to Connexial, your hometown partner in logistics. It's time to rev up your operations with next level fleet management from Connexial. Connexial is here to keep your business on track with technology that works as hard as you do. Our game-changing ELD gives you more than just hours of service. With AI-powered dash cameras and real-time asset tracking, you'll have eyes on the road, cargo, and your fleet from anywhere, anytime. And the best part, our friendly US-based customer support team is just one phone call away. No more long wait times or frustrating tech talk. Just real people with real solutions. With Connexial, you get a professional team you can trust and easy-to-use products that keep you on the road. What do you say, Tony?
I'm ready. Make the smart move and call Connexial today.
865-888-6920. Learn more at Connexial.com. That's KONEXIAL.com. Drive life with Connexial and go Vols.
Basilio here, and my friends at Carnes Motor Company started with a dream over a quarter century ago. I met Rob and Brian back when I still had hair, and they were working at a huge dealership in West Knoxville. But they told me back then they wanted to sell cars on their terms, and I wanted to do radio on my terms. Their terms, just like my terms, are ultimately your terms. In both cases, you're the winner. A Car Guru's National Award winner with a 5-star rating on all sites, just like our Vols. Everything about buying a car from Carnes Motor Company is no hassle. They specialize in high-quality pre-owned vehicles between the $5,000 to $25,000 range, and if you need to sell a car, they'll either buy your car or they'll help you sell it. Carnes Motor Company also has a top-notch service department. Therefore, every vehicle is rigorously inspected and serviced prior to delivery, so you're guaranteed to get a quality pre-owned vehicle every time. If you need a place for service, they've got you covered. Come be a part of the Carnes Motor Company family and tell them you heard about it from me. Online at carnesmotor.com, Oak Ridge Highway, 1 mile past the Carnes light. Carnes Motor Company.
Yeehaw! Some people say betting online is still the wild, wild west. But with the VIP Play app, you're riding with the best. VIP Play app is hotter than a $2 pistol packed with flair. Live hosts and features finer than a frog hair. Send your old betting problems out of town with a slap. You'll be betting sharp as a tack on the VIP Play app.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-88-99789. Must be 21 plus and located in Tennessee to bet.
WJBE 1040 AM 99.7 FM. Translator W259AB. Powell, Knoxville.
TB back with you. We're fired up, focused, and prepared. I want your first 3 plays from scrimmage. Your first 3 plays from scrimmage from our Tennessee Volunteers tomorrow. Bino, first of all, do you think that we have a very good offensive show, a medium offensive showing, a so-so offensive showing? What kind of offensive show are we going to get from the Vols tomorrow?
I think we're going to have an offensive show tomorrow that encourages people going forward.
That's what I want. I want to be on Garza Law, 5th quarter fan reaction tomorrow, and people getting out way over their skis. That's my goal for tomorrow. I want to hear Joey football for the Heisman, Bino. That's what I want.
That'd be good.
That's the kind of showing I want.
That'd be good.
And I want people calling him Joey football tomorrow.
That would be right on par with after I watched Garantano against UTC.
That's exactly
basically
right.
the same thing I thought.
Well, I remember after last year, my first thing about Garantano was I said,
I meant Nico.
Nico, I went right with you. My first thing I said about Nico was, everybody wants one of those guys.
Yeah.
And 1 year later, you know what I can say now? And UCLA can have him.
I still want one of those guys.
Which, before we go to the phones, Bino, will you be up watching, peering at UCLA, Utah? Will you keep yourself up to look at it?
Unlikely, Tony. Unlikely. I watched some of it.
Oh. What do you call that stuff when you can't sleep? Which I have right now. What do you call that?
BS.
Insomnia.
Yeah.
That's a good game for the insomniacs out there. I'll be watching it. I'll be hate watching it, in fact. Let's go to the phones. That makes me a bad guy. Shout out to everybody on the deck here at Calhoun's. Y'all are incredible. This is the greatest place in the world. How blessed are we to be here? Feel this weather. I was just talking to Austin out on the deck. How incredible is this weather, y'all? How incredible is this, man?
I don't ever remember better August days.
I mean, somebody going to feel this.
August
Somebody's
week.
here saying out here today. Let's go to the phone.
Sammy.
A few of you are looking at me like we're a little loud here. I apologize for that. Bino's always been loud, though. So let's go to the phones, and we'll get as many people in here as humanly possible. We love you and appreciate you for coming out with us and celebrating another football season with us today. And I'll tell you what, in honor of he's shown me the way, I'm gonna start charging like $20 a head to get out here on football Fridays. Bino, are you going to bid on the bathroom door that they're selling online and they're making making a table out of?
What's the bid up to?
It's I think it's $2,900 today.
That would be no.
It says men's room on it. Look, I'm desperate, but I ain't that desperate. And I like my junk, Bino. I love my junk, okay? I don't like it that much. Let's get our next call in. Hello and welcome. You're on the air.
Thanks for taking my call, Tony.
Thank you.
I haven't called in a few years, but the call from yesterday from that Billy guy, which I thought was kind of crazy at first, prompted me to look up some things, and I was kind of genuinely shocked at the numbers, specifically that Florida at 98, where he only had 64 passing yards, and we somehow won.
Were those numbers really true?
Yes.
Really? Like in the Syracuse game, T. Martin struggled that badly.
Yeah.
When you win at all this,
Florida.
Yeah.
They had 400 passing yards. We had 64, and we won.
Is that?
It makes sense.
Bino, we're in an era now where everything's magnified.
Yeah.
That year, if we would have had like post game and all the stuff that we have on it now. It's funny, though, when you win, it erases all that, right?
Well, what also would have changed people's view, and there's no question. I mean, T struggled somewhat throwing the football in overall numbers. The thing about T was we had never had a guy who made more timely big-time plays than he made.
He clutched up.
When you absolutely had to have a play made, he made it.
If I'm not mistaken, at the end of the Syracuse game,
long run.
Made a long run?
Yeah.
Got out of bounds. We kicked a field goal.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's
Check
really
out this
interesting.
stat.
So those numbers that he quoted yesterday were actually real statistics.
100% of them. I listened to the download later on because it just obviously the call kind of came out of nowhere, and it's kind of weird 26 years later. But every single one of the stats he quoted on there was correct if you look up his game logs.
I thought this guy's doing a bit, and there's no way those are real numbers. Those were two things I thought. Now, I do think the guy was doing a bit because obviously we won a national championship. I think he was trying to make a point. I hope he was trying to make a point. But I cannot believe those are real numbers. I cannot believe you can win a national championship, especially in that era. Where Spurrier so changed the game.
In 98 against Auburn, Georgia, and Alabama, he only had 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, and we somehow won all 3.
Yeah, they just stifled people defensively and ran the football regardless of who the back was. Ran it.
Which is what Heupel's turned into, guys. Heupel's turned us into. That's how we're going to have to, and I think that was his point. That's how we're going to have to play this year if we're going to be successful. We got to take Georgia and drag them right into the mud in our stadium. Just take them like South Florida did last night with that club they played. You just take somebody, drag them in the ground, fake a punt, throw a touchdown, and rip a game open.
I'll say this to Billy.
Yeah.
I'll take those exact same numbers if he makes big-time plays and we win football games.
If we go 10-2, I'll take that exact quarterback play. I agree with that.
Last one, since I spent some time on it, over a 3-game stretch in '99 against Auburn, Georgia, and eventual SEC champion Alabama, who we beat during the regular season. T actually had 2 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, and we won all 3. I can promise that'll never happen again.
That is probably correct.
Wow. That is just Twilight Zone stuff there, man. Twilight Zone. Wow.
And it's I don't want to keep beating the guy up, but it derailed the show yesterday, and I mean there was some truth to it being sort of a weekend at Bernie's type QB situation. No offense.
Well, here I don't know, because look, like Bino said, they have a saying in like World League Soccer with those strikers. I don't need you to be great all the time, but when the time comes and it's time for you to make that play, I need you to make that play. And T. Martin at this level had the ability to make that play. And there's something to be said for that.
Yes.
There are a lot of guys that run around, throw for 400 yards, but when it's time to make that play, can't make that play. I will take the guy, Bino, that can make that play.
Give me the guy that wins, Tony.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
Except for that guy last year. I hope he gets rolled tomorrow night against Utah.
Well, I'm on a Nico. I'm going to leave you after that. I appreciate you taking my call and look forward to the rest of the show.
Thank you, brother. That's pretty interesting, Bino, that those numbers were accurate. You get the party started, Bino. First 3 plays from scrimmage. And, yes, Bino is eligible for our $100 Copper Card, my Copper Seller family of restaurants. Bino is eligible for the prize. We don't do no family and friends thing around here. So go ahead, Bino. First 3 plays from scrimmage.
I got a wide receiver screen to Matthews. I've got a run to Bishop. And then I've got a throw over the middle to Kitzelman. And we get 2 first downs out of those 3 plays.
All right. See, I'm writing this down here. That's why I'm giving you a moment of silence. We have a wide receiver screen to Matthews. Bishop gets a carry. And then Kitzelman gets a ball thrown in his direction. Sounds good to me. And he says 2 first downs. So the Volunteers are moving the chain.
We're in plus territory, Tony.
And we're in plus territory.
Then you may see that over the top thing that you're looking for.
Get that ball up around midfield. Roll that quarterback out, and let's roll one. Throw it in the end zone.
Have you got my card?
Which card?
The $100 gift card.
Oh, it's in the mail like a lot of people's cards are. Joshy boy will tell you. If you hit that, Bino, you'll get that thing sometime in 2026. Trust me. Let's get our next call in. Hello and welcome in. You're on the air.
Great to talk to you guys. The funniest thing about that call yesterday, and I don't want to be deep into that because I want to talk about the 3 plays and other stuff, but the funniest part about that call isn't talking about the T stuff. It's the fact that old boy, and it occurred to me late yesterday, he compared Nico last year to the last year of Peyton Manning. That's the most outlandish part. He was trying to compare Nico Iamaleava last year's performance to Peyton Manning's in 1997. That's where we all should have just blew up the phone call.
Wait a second. That really, because I didn't, it's live.
Yeah, that's what he was talking. He was talking about this year, comparing what we're going to see this year to the first year of T, because we lost a great quarterback the previous year to this year, which would mean the previous guy to T was Peyton. So he was comparing Nico last year to Peyton's last year before T. That's what he was going off of. How good is that?
I don't want to rip the guy because he's not here to defend himself, but that dude was a brain donor, man.
Oh, dude, he was.
And I'm not here to rip people when they're not around. It ain't my style. But if that's what that guy said, I got to go back and revisit that call. Listen, man, that might have been one of the worst calls we've had on here in a while, and that's saying something.
No doubt. So 3 plays. I prefaced yesterday. I kind of gave a little teaser yesterday. First play of the game on offense from scrimmage for us. Joey's going to run. We're going to run the zone read. He's going to pull it and keep the ball. The second play from scrimmage, I don't know if this counts from scrimmage, but the second play will be the extra point. If we can count an extra point as a play from scrimmage.
Hey, I'll put you down
that.
right there. You don't even need a third
Third
play.
place
If that
kickoff.
happens, you win.
Third place kickoff.
Third place kickoff. There you go. You win.
The third play would be the next. The third play would be the next possession, which will be a handoff that'll go for like 8 yards to either Bishop or Lewis.
All right, I got you down. So keeper, extra point, handoff.
Yeah,
for sure. Joey Football rambles for a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage tomorrow, Rusty, you will get that card. I'll FedEx that damn thing to you. Monday, you'll have it in your hands. Okay?
My man.
I'll FedEx it to you.
If that happens, we'll see the first lay-down lineman, too.
Yep. Hey, by the way, did you guys?
It's beautiful.
South Florida did the
lay-down lineman.
They did the lay-down lineman last night. It was unbelievable, Andy.
I popped. No, the defense for Syracuse is going to flow so hard to the running back. Joey's going to run down the field. And the camera's not even going to be on Joey with the football. He's going to be in the end zone, and none of us are going to know he kept it. It's going to be that
so
amazing.
Great. It's so great. How excited are you right now, Rusty? And are you going to the Rose Bowl Saturday night? Are you thinking about it?
I was gonna ask, should I go and wear every bit of orange I can?
Yes.
Possibly find a way to get a Nico Tennessee jersey and wear it and try to get near Big Nick.
I would do that. Listen, after what happened in Ireland last week, imagine how legendary you'd be if you were rolling around in the aisle with Big Nick with people filming it. If you could,
I'd have to get through 3,000 people to do it.
Well, one of his relatives is quarterbacking Alcoa. I'm starting to think Andy's right. He does have 3,000 family members.
Oh, there's zero doubt. Hey, a couple other things. I would love to hear from Bino, Polish Joseph's take on Rick Barnes' lifetime contract. I would love to hear what Polish Joe thought about that. I'm sure he had some thoughts. And then lastly, since you're moving to across town with the good guys, and you're about to be part of that, which is just phenomenal. You know, they do their whole 3-on-3 basketball tournament. You need to bring me on as part of the family somehow, so you can guarantee winning that basketball league next year.
Now, Intercontinental, we fly you in like Nico. We fly you in and out for games. We use the Haslam jet. I'm in on that.
Pajamas.
I'm in on that, brah. I'm in on that. But thank you, Rusty. Good talking to you.
Love y'all.
Yep. 865-200-5402. So Bino has wide receiver screen Matthews, Bishop, Kitzelman pass. Rusty has keeper, extra point, handoff. Jim Peters from TLD Logistics, I want what he has. We will no doubt be doing a TLD Logistics overtime today. And tomorrow, as soon as the game ends, Garza Law, fifth quarter fan reaction right here wherever you're catching us. Let's go back to the phones and get our next call in as we're live today at Calhoun's on the River. It's unbelievable, Andy. You're on the air. Welcome in.
Tony, Bino, it's Parker. What's going on, fellas?
Hey, Parker. Welcome in, brother.
Guys, I can't imagine how beautiful it is right now. Is the sun glistening on the Tennessee River right now?
Oh, man, there are people out there kayaking. It is an unbelievably, and I mean unbelievably beautiful day here. Beautiful day.
I tell you what's not beautiful is State Run when they heard that you're going to Fox Sports Knoxville. I bet they're shivering, guys.
Oh, man, you know it, brother. You know it, brother.
The station that won't be named. But anyway, congrats, Tony. I saw that news on Wednesday. I was really pumped for you, man.
It's going to be good for everybody. Yep.
Hey, before I get to my three plays, and Bino, you kind of stole my thunder, which is kind of a hint of what I'm going at. Did y'all get a weird vibe watching the Nebraska-Cincinnati game? It felt like a Monday Night Football game. It didn't feel college football at all. Am I the only one that thought that?
I watched the first half of it, and I don't. I guess I didn't get that vibe, but I wasn't on pins and needles watching it for sure.
Hey guys, football in a pro stadium, college football in a pro stadium is just that, and they continue to do it to us. because we continue to pay for it and we continue to watch it. But it's college football in a pro stadium. I mean, it just loses something. And last night, Cincinnati called that thing a home game because everybody sells out to the dollar now. And the truth is, they call it a home game, and you got 80% Nebraska fans in there.
I just felt they had the ESPN switched up their graphics, and it looked like the Monday Night Football graphics. And of course, you got baby Mahomes playing quarterback, looking up to Taylor Swift and Kelsey in the box, and it is so awkward. Like, I didn't like it at all. I had to turn on Greg Schiano. I mean, how bad is it getting that you have to do that?
Well, they had, and the other thing was, they had Tay-Tay and Travie up in the booth last night. Bino, you can yam me all you want. You like seeing Tay-Tay.
I mean, now it's leaked over into the college.
I'm excited about it.
Come on.
Yep. I'm excited that Butch Jones is going to get to go because I want to see what color his face is when she walks by him in that $800,000 gown.
Only $800,000? I think it'd be $1 million. I mean, she's worth way more than him.
Oh yeah, she didn't marry him for the money. That's for darn sure.
Hey, is our boy Marcus Garza putting together the prenup for that? No, I'm just kidding.
I love it, man. I think that's cool. They seem like good down to earth people, and what I hear about those folks is they're good to people. So she's good to her people. I know that, and that just knowing people in the concert industry. She gave at the end of her last tour, she gave everybody like a couple $100,000 bonus. That's pretty next level, man. You don't have to do that. That's pretty next level.
Yeah,
Wish you'd give me one.
I don't get
exactly.
No, I don't get it. Well, anyway, here are my 3 plays. And like I said, Bino kind of stole the thunder. But this is still what I was going to go with. I think the first play is going to be a wide receiver screen. And if we're going to get specific, I think we're going to do that stack formation. You know what I'm talking about, with one receiver on top of the other. I think we're going to throw it right into the boundary. I don't know who's going to catch it, but let's just say it's going to be an 8-yard gain, okay? Second play is going to be a handoff on the RPO to Deshaun Bishop. He's going to get like 7 yards. That's going to get us a first down. We're going to go really fast on the third play. I think we're going to do a deep choice route, and I think Aguilar is going to overthrow the ball just because he's so hyped. Just the jitters are still going. He threw that screen 2 plays before. We're going fast. He's going to have somebody wide open. He's going to overshot it by 2 or 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 10. So it's kind of not as fun as Rusty or the momentum like Bino, but I think that's the most accurate play. So those are my 3 guys. I think Vols win 24-13. Go Vols, and take care, guys.
Thank you, my brother. 24-13 final, Beanstar.
24-13. I think I look back, Tony, and I had actually a couple of weeks ago picked Tennessee to win by 18 points.
Yep.
So I'm hoping that my Monday consternation was just game week jitters. I'm going back to Tennessee's going to pull the spread. But can you hear the
lane train?
The combined sigh in Big Orange Country when Aguilar overthrows his first deep ball?
Especially if the guy's like running wide open.
Oh, no. Here we go.
We got another guy.
Here we go again.
We got another one. I'll tell you the 2 things that will elicit size, Bino. That, and if that guy comes out tomorrow and he throws 2 early interceptions.
Oh, yeah.
After not having that happen in this offense at all.
Oh, yeah.
And this guy, supposedly has a propensity to do that. Our fan base will freak out tomorrow. Because the truth is, I was talking to Mike McConkey about this a second ago. The truth is, we have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow.
No.
And this guy's been on our campus for 100 days.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not like, he quote-unquote, knows the offense. I bet that thing, for as much football as that kid's played, I bet that thing will be going 1,000,000 miles an hour in his brain tomorrow when he gets on that field.
Here's what I do know.
Yeah.
Either way, there's going to be an overreaction.
It doesn't matter. That's what I love. That's what I want him to go out there and play with his hair on fire.
Yeah.
Play great, and our fans to think that we have, like Johnny Manziel. I want to be calling him Joey Football at the end of tomorrow night. I want that to be a thing. That would be so fun, man. Just get out over your skis, go out and beat that East ETSU bunch like you're mad at them, and then roll Georgia in here with all that momentum.
Yeah.
It'd be so fun. Because our fans, nobody freaks out like our fans, one way or the other, Bino.
Yeah, I don't know if that's if we've got the market cornered on that, but we're dang good at it.
We're great at freaking out. And by the way, that sound you just heard in the background here at Calhoun's on the River, the Lane Train coming by for its nooner, just like my boy Lane Kiffin. The nooner is in full effect with the Lane Train. Let's go back to our phones and get our next call in. We're scripting the first 3 plays from scrimmage. We're live at Calhoun's on the River. Is there a better sight than out here on the deck on a fall afternoon? And yeah, I know it's summer, but it's really fall. Hello and welcome into our next call. You're on the air.
Hey, Tony, it's Jason from Dalton. I hadn't called in a while. Good to talk to y'all.
Hey, Jason and Dalton, welcome in, brother.
Hey, I was number one. I didn't have a long phone call in mind. Number one, I was going to tell you congratulations on joining in with us guys at Fan Run Radio. I think it's well deserved. Your appointment listening for Sports Talk Radio. Number two, I was going to tell everybody, since I'm a high school guy, I officiate high school football in Georgia. There is a interesting game coming up in Chattanooga, September 19th. It's Macaulay is playing Mission Viejo High School out of the Los Angeles area. They're flying all the way from Los Angeles to Chattanooga to play Macaulay on September 19th. So if you've got some folks that want to see some interesting high school football in the area, that's definitely one I'd probably want to go to.
What kind of team does Macaulay have in your mind, Jason?
Them and Baylor both in Chattanooga are juggernauts destined to play in the state championship for the 7th year in a row or something. And actually Macaulay plays Hebron Christian Academy out of Atlanta tonight at 7:00. Who they are a defending state champion in Georgia, but you'll look at it tonight. Macaulay will beat them by 2 touchdowns plus. Tennessee football is so weird. The private schools have all the talent, and the public are a big time notch below. In Georgia is like the exact opposite. I don't understand why that is, but that's what that is. My son goes to Macaulay this year. It's his first year, and so I'm, of course, taking all donations to my bank account would be certainly appreciated.
Wow, we need to have a GoFundMe for you, brother. Macaulay, wow.
The plasma people are tired of seeing me. No, I'm just kidding. But just wanted to tell people that'd be an interesting game September 19th against Mission Viejo out of California. And I'll give you I'll get off here. I'll give you my 3 plays in honor of Brandon Sanders, circa 2004. Okay.
Yep. Hit it.
It's going to be bubble screen left, bubble screen right, and then since it's going to be 3rd down and about 14 now, it's going to be a draw play for about a 6-yard gain and punt.
Thank you. I hope. Hey, listen. You better be wrong, man.
I hope I am too, Tony. Y'all have a good one.
Bubble screen left, bubble screen right, draw play.
4th and 8.
4th and 8 and punt.
Please, no.
You talk about some angry people. 865-200-5402. Our numero dos. If you want to get in the hunt and in the mix with us today on the program. We come back, we'll get some more calls in. I'm also going to mix the great Will Heflin in. He'll join the program as well. We'll continue to take your phone calls. I need you to guess the first 3 plays from scrimmage tomorrow. We celebrate the fact that Tennessee football is back again as we continue with more on your other side right after this.
Guests appear on the TLD Logistics Hotline. Online at tldlogistics.com.
Next week is your last chance to see your Knoxville Smokies in action this season.
No way.
Join us for our final All-You-Can-Eat Wednesday. Less than $30 gets you into the game and all the food your stomach can handle. We also have Thirsty Thursday with half-off draft beers, fireworks Friday and Saturday nights, and Fan Appreciation Day on Sunday with free prizes given out during the game. It's your last chance, so get those tickets now at SmokiesBaseball.com.
Whether it's baseball, football, softball, church groups, or schools, if you're raising money, do it with locally roasted grade A grounds coffee. I'm Billy Miller, a Vol alum and Knoxville native. You keep 40% of sales, and we donate 5% back to our East Tennessee community. Get started today by visiting our website at gradeagrounds.com.
Although summer is almost over, the last thing you want during sweltering heat is a broken air conditioner or HVAC system. That means it's more important than ever to keep you and your family comfortable and safe during extreme East Tennessee weather. Don't ignore the warning signs that your AC is struggling or nearing the end of its lifespan. And if you need emergency HVAC repairs, routine preventative maintenance, or want to invest in a new system, then call the trusted HVAC experts at Pipe Wrench Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. This month, get up to a $1,000 discount when you buy and install a new air conditioner or HVAC system. We make it easy with free on-site estimates for replacements and free second opinions on repairs. And if budgets are tight, we offer flexible payment plans including 0% financing with credit approval. Be sure to ask about our 10-plus year warranties that are 2 times longer than industry standards so you don't spend a cent on unexpected costs in the future. So call Pipe Wrench at 865-264-8090 or book online at pipewrench.com to schedule your appointment today. And as always, same-day service guaranteed or the visit is free.
Hi, I'm Jim Simpson, owner of Simpson Meats. When's the last time you grilled a really good burger or steak? One your friends still talk about. Our goal at Simpson Meats is to make that happen every time you have a cookout. All of our cuts of meats, steaks, burgers, briskets, and pork are always fresh, flavorful, and sustainably sourced. We are family owned, so we know the importance of knowing how and where your food is raised. We have been putting quality first since 1888. Visit our butcher shop off Lovell Road or online at simpsonmeats.com.
Life never stops moving, and between the 30-minute commutes, daycare pickups, weekly soccer practice, Tuesday night yoga, X number of coffee runs, and that weekend trip to Grandma's, you're racking up the miles. What you need is a tire that can keep up, a tire designed for doers, a tire that's going to last, like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire. With an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety and comfort you expect, you can forget all about the miles ahead and focus on getting to your destination or conquering your to-do list. Fleet Tire, I-275 exit 1B at East Woodland Avenue in Knoxville. That's Fleet Tire, I-275 exit 1B at East Woodland Avenue in Knoxville. Fleet Tire. Basilio here for Budget Transmissions. TGMD, the great Matt Dixon, took his Ford Escape to budget, and like our gold bullet back in the day, it was a total mess. And now, Matt's back in the game. He's got a new transmission, axle, wheel bearing, both radiator hoses, engine mounts, coolant hoses. I mean, his Ford Escape was about to escape to the junkyard, but he didn't begrudge it. He took it to budget, and now he's on his way back to Omaha. Budget Transmissions, over 30 years in business, conveniently located in Bearden. All extended service contracts are honored. A gold certified Repair Pal member. 865-584-4391. 865-584-4391. Budget Transmissions. Don't begrudge it. Take it to budget.
Hey there, Basilio family. Jennifer Morris here with Keller Williams Realty. The countdown to fall football is on. Is your fall plan missing the perfect home to watch the Vols make another playoff run? If a new view is on your game day checklist, I'm ready to help you find it. Don't wait until kickoff. Give me a call today at 865-694-5904 or visit my website at nextmovesmokymountains.com. That's nextmovesmokymountains.com, and go Vols.
Tony B here with the great Zakai Ziegler for
Hey,
Advent.
whoa. Tony, I got this. Hey, Tennessee, it's Easy here. Next time you have an electric issue at your home or business, call my friends at Advent Electric. With offices in Knoxville and Nashville, it's Mama's Easy approved.
You heard it from the most electrifying player in the league. Call the service professionals at Advent Electric, 865-588-0631. Online, adventelectric.com. Tell them ZZ sent you.
It's the hottest postgame show on the planet. Garza Law, fifth quarter fan reaction. Fan reaction. As soon as the final gun sounds, we're live.
What do the names Kirby Connell, Jordan Beck, Evan Russell, Drew Beam, and John Fulkerson have in common? When they have questions about the law, they call on Marcos Garza and the Garza Law Firm. The Garza Law Firm can handle anything law-related that may come your way. Join these VFLs and let the Garza Law Firm assist you. Visit them online at garzalaw.com. That's garzalaw.com. The Garza Law Firm. Let us help. What do the names Kirby Connell, Jordan Beck, Evan Russell, Drew Beam, and John Fulkerson have in common? When they have questions about the law, they call on Marcos Garza and the Garza Law Firm. The Garza Law Firm can handle anything law-related that may come your way. Join these VFLs and let the Garza Law Firm assist you. Visit them online at garzalaw.com. That's garzalaw.com. The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Are you stuck in a dead-end job or ready for a new challenge? Do you feel like it's time to try a new career? Well, it's time to change lanes with TLD Logistics. My friends at TLD Logistics have some really exciting opportunities for you to learn a new skill. With a new 5-acre driving academy that's now under new leadership with all new course material. And the best part, it's absolutely free. What a great deal to set you on the road to higher pay. And TLD Logistics even offers weekly stipends to offset food and gas expenses. In 6 weeks' time, you could complete this course and be in compliance with FMCSA regulations. Then you're ready for the open road of opportunity. What are you waiting for? It's time to change lanes with TLD Logistics. Visit tldlogistics.com. That's tldlogistics.com. TLD Logistics. Basilio here reminding you that when you want to sell your extra tickets to the game, you don't want to give your life away online with all your personal information just because you want to sell a few extra tickets. Clark Moore at Select Ticket Service will gladly buy your extra game tickets and your extra parking passes. And the best part? Clarky Boy pays cash. 865-919-1016. 865-919-1016. Clarky Boy pays cash at Select Ticket Service. Clarky Boy pays cash.
Attention Vol fans, are you tired of complicated, clunky fleet technology that makes your job harder? Say goodbye to frustration and hello to Connexial, your hometown partner in logistics. It's time to rev up your operations with next level fleet management from Connexial. Connexial is here to keep your business on track with technology that works as hard as you do. Our game-changing ELD gives you more than just hours of service. With AI-powered dash cameras and real-time asset tracking, you'll have eyes on the road, cargo, and your fleet from anywhere, anytime. And the best part, our friendly US-based customer support team is just one phone call away. No more long wait times or frustrating tech talk. Just real people with real solutions. With Connexial, you get a professional team you can trust and easy-to-use products that keep you on the road. What do you say, Tony?
I'm ready. Make the smart move and call Connexial today.
865-888-6920. Learn more at Connexial.com. That's KONEXIAL.com. Drive life with Connexial and go Vols.
Bino, do you know how fresh that salad is I'm eating here at Calhoun's on the river? Are you aware of that?
I certainly am.
Okay. Bino was just stretching the cord here to the headphone. He's about to pull the unit off the deal. He was over there getting a few extra forkfuls. As we're back with you, and we're live today at Calhoun's on the river. Brad came out, busting my stones. So this is really exciting.
Football season's here.
Not only is football season here, but Tennessee's killing it in recruiting right now, which is amazing. And Rick Barnes has a lifetime contract. Tony Vitello needs one. But we'll go to the phones. 865-200-5402 is the numero do. If you want to hunt mix with us and we want to hunt mix with you, let's get our next call in. And what I want to do with you today, is Give me your thoughts on the game, obviously, and then give me the first 3 plays from scrimmage. We're just going to have fun with tomorrow's game, and the truth is none of us know. But if Jason's right and they go bubble screen left, bubble screen right, draw play, and then punt on 4th and 8, that'll be fun, Bino. Back to the phones we go. Hello and welcome into our next call. You are live with us here. We're at Calhoun's on the river where we're going to be every Friday. Hello and welcome in. You're on the air.
Hey, am I on?
You are right on the money. Yes, sir.
Hey, this is boy Billy calling back from Harriman. And I know y'all people saying I was doing a bit, but you check all my stats. They was right. You can check them. I know my stuff, big dog. And then I know you accused me of drinking and needing to Uber and being from Neptune and all that. And to be honest, I may have been loaded up on some kind of substances that may or may not be fully legal, neither here nor there. No further questions, no further comments. But it was not alcohol. Never had a drink in my life. But in response to the guy, the red-eye airport guy that said he might need a pickup at the airport, I'm down to meet him. But, you know, I'm going to have to meet him at the MARTA station because if I'm going to drive down there, you got to have a picture ID for that. And I ain't got that right now. But Tennessee football aside, I'll get to my guests in a minute. But I was watching this America's Team documentary, and I'm seeing Jerry Jones. He's trading Herschel Walker, cutting Jimmy Johnson when they're winning, you know, Super Bowls left and right, all this wild stuff. And I'm loaded up on some substances, and I wake up and see that he's traded Micah Parsons, and you got me, you know, you're in my head making me think I'm from Neptune or Pluto, and I'm thinking, ain't no way. And I wake up and I look at Adam Schefter, and he did it. He traded that thing. I can't believe that. But, you know, I'll see what you got to say about that. Go Vols. You know, my $100 guess, I'm going to say 2 runs by the Carnes kid for a couple yards, 3rd and long, kind of like the other guy, but I'm saying pick 6 by Joey Football. Rough start, get everybody, you know, kind of on edge a little bit. But that's my pick as far as the contest goes. And I got to get out of here, man. You made me wait so long on hold. I got to get a late checkout from the Airbnb. My sister booked me over here by the Braves Stadium. It was a great game last night, but I got to hop this apartment pool fence and go for a little dip before I Uber downtown to my next spot. So y'all be good and go Vols.
Thank you, brother. I'm glad you're Ubering. That was a very key piece of your call.
Billy's going to jump fence and go swim.
I'm an Eagle fan, okay? If I'm the Cowboys, I don't let that guy hold me hostage. That's one. And the second thing is they should have gotten another first for him, but not paying him the $47 million a year he wanted. That's what Jerry Jones has always done with his guys. That's how you lock yourself into mediocrity in that league. Green Bay better win right away, or they're going to get an aging defensive lineman on their hands. I don't understand paying that kind of money to a defensive end. I'm sorry. Maybe I missed it. Would you have done that, Bino?
No, I would not. Would not have done it.
And I'm sure not going to let you hold me hostage. But I've got him down for 2 runs from the Carnes kid and a pick 6 from Joey Football. Let's go back. You talk about just a breath of fresh air and a bright light. Goodness gracious, Bino. I'm going to start calling him Backache. If my backaches were phone calls, they would be that dude. He called in yesterday and rained all over a national champion quarterback, giving his stats out. Who does that? 25 years later, we're going to prosecute the season T. Martin had when they won it all. I thought he was kidding. Let's go back to the phones and get our next call in. Hello and welcome. You're on the air.
Hello, Tony. Hello, Bino.
Hello, Bill.
Could you be any louder? Go ahead.
I'll tell you, here's going to be my thing that's going to happen. Play from scrimmage, long. It's going to be a long pass for a touchdown. Second play, another long pass for a touchdown. Third play, a long pass for a touchdown. That's what's going to happen tomorrow.
That's what I'm
talking about. All right, Bill, I got you down. First 3 plays from scrimmages are going to be long touchdowns, Bill. I got you down, buddy.
Okay.
If that happens, you're the winner, chicken dinner, brah.
Okay. You know, and another thought, Tony, I sort of had it out with Mr. Reynolds this morning on his show, on, Jed and JR. he gave out the scores of last night's game. He gave out the Nebraska score. He gave out, several. And I said, there was one score you should have given, and that's Minnesota and Buffalo. That was a good game last night. I watched that on FS1. The Gophers in the let's see, the University of, they're the Bulls.
Buffalo Bulls, that's right.
Yeah.
Who ended up winning, Billy?
Minnesota, 23-10.
23-10. That sounds like a brawl for it all, Billy.
Now, Bill, where are these radio guys that you got on this morning? Where do they come out of?
That's Jim Reynolds out of Chattanooga. He's an absolute legend.
He's nothing but a punk and a clown.
Bill,
no ifs, ands, and buts about it. It's a punk and a clown.
Two worlds colliding
here. If I ever call him again, I'm going to tell.
Wait a second. Hey, Bill.
Yeah.
Bill, did you just call the great Jim Reynolds a punk and a clown?
Yes, I did.
Bill, you're out of here. That's 2 shows you've been blown up from today. Let's go back to the phones. And, Bino, you were going to say to him before he wouldn't let you get a word in edgewise.
Two worlds colliding. A group of buddies of mine that are from down around the Ottawa area and northern Georgia, they texted me and said, hey, one of Basilio's guys called down here and ripped some of our radio hosts.
Are you kidding?
So they were talking about Bill.
Oh, my gosh, Bill. Come on, Bill. You attract a lot more with, what's the saying? Sugar than... you attract more flies with whatever the saying is.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Thanks, Bino. Back to our phones we go. Hello and welcome in. You're on the air.
Hey, good morning, Seattle here, guys. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, Seattle. Welcome in.
What I'm looking forward to tomorrow is the first post-game, post-adult beverage Joshy Boy phone call, because those are always about my favorite phone calls post-game. So, Josh, get it cranked up, buddy. A lot of us count on you. Just want to give him a shout.
Something tells me that he'll meet the moment. Let's put it that way.
Absolutely. Hey, for tomorrow, and I know I'm kind of a broken record on this, but I don't see a blowout. I see maybe a 10-point win. I see a defense that plays lights out, and I see an offense that can't move the ball. And the one thing that I'm concerned about, and it's going to cause me to kind of double take, is if Heupel comes out there post-game and goes into late-stage Fulmer, kind of passive verb, I'm doing the best I can with what I've been handed. These guys need to develop. I don't know. I'm seeing, I've told you this before, I'm seeing a lot of this passive stuff from Heupel where he's just doing the best job he can with what he's got to work with. So that'll be interesting. First place from scrimmage, though, I'm going to go off cue here. I think the first one is going to be a draw to kind of get everybody tightened up a little bit. And I think Heupel goes over the top on the second play. I do think we probably overthrow it, but I think Heupel wants to see what he's got, and I think we give it a shot. So third play is either going to be some kind of a safe pass to Kelman to hopefully we'll pick up the first down or the extra point. So that's my call.
Let me ask you something. Has this turn for the better in recruiting changed your mind from your level of concern that you had?
It's going to if it's sustainable, but I mean we came out lights out with Nico. What I question with Heupel is his and his staff's ability on the offensive side of the ball to truly evaluate talent and to coach that talent up. So I want to see that. I desperately want to see that, because the one thing I don't want to do is see this coach not succeed. So I'm hoping. It definitely has me a little pump for sure, especially now that I think we've got the number one quarterback wide receiver combo we've ever had on a recruiting class. So
that is absolutely
awesome.
Correct. Yes, that is history.
Yeah.
Getting Keys and adding the 5-star quarterback to him is a historical thing for Tennessee. from a star ranking perspective. That's the number one quarterback in the country and the number one ranked wide receiver in the country. And for the stargazers, as you know, it doesn't get any better than that. Bino, when you hear our friend in Seattle talk about Heupel the way that he is, how do you respond to that?
I heard his first call.
Yeah.
And as I've told you, Tony, I have been, and I'm still a work in progress, I have been likely overly sensitive.
That's why I'm asking you, yeah.
And kind of overly defensive of Heupel. And I know it's because I'm so appreciative that he so quickly rescued us from what I think was the longest stretch of instability that this program has ever seen in my time as a fan, and that's a long time. But I do understand people's concerns about going into year 5 and looking like it's a reboot year. Now, I excuse that a little bit because of the fact that unlike previous guys, he's had a couple of seasons where we won 10 football games and we made them. So it's not like you were building up a little bit at a time.
I agree with that.
And then all of a sudden you took 3 steps back. We took quick steps. So I might be able to excuse that a little bit, but I do understand some of the concerns that are out there. Listen, Heupel's legacy and his longevity, they're all going to be dependent on how he can continually construct a roster in this new modern football, in this new era of college football, and down the line, can he find a way to maybe be a little heartless? Because in some of the decisions you make on your staff,
you have to.
Because I think
you have
as
to.
As bad as that is, it seems, I think you have to.
And the thing about Heupel is that scares me, and I'm just going to say this out loud, is he's a family and friends guy on offense. Now, the truth is, I'm kind of staying with Seattle in terms of just a little bit of concern about the deal. But this spate of recruiting here and getting these playmakers, I'm a playmaker guy. This is a sport about playmakers. The thing that scares me about this year's team is when I look at their team, I go, who are your playmakers? And if you can't tell me that, any of these rosters. So this year, I'm concerned about our football team. Next year, I know this McIntyre guy is going to be a year older. He's going to be able to make plays. They love him. He's going to be able to play in their offense. He's going to be bigger and stronger. They like him. This Brandon kid, I hope they've eval'd him properly. I hope he fits what they want to do. None of us know that till he gets here. Nico looked like he's going to be a perfect fit. You don't know till these guys get here. And we hope a couple of these young wide receivers will grow and give us a chance next year against that 9-game schedule. That's all any of us can hope.
Totally.
Go ahead,
with you guys. And I tell you, Tony, you got to hang on to this Bino guy. He's showing a lot of promise.
Yeah, I think we're going to keep.
Might be a slow developer.
I think we're going to keep Bino around, my brother. I think we're going to keep Bino around.
I promise you, if I can get through tomorrow and we were to blow this team out, I will call up and eat my crow. So
hey, I love it, man.
I want to blow out. I want to blow out.
I do too, man. Thank you. Good talking to you.
All right, bye-bye.
I completely get people who say, at the end of it all, I don't know. I don't know whether I trust this deal or not. I totally 100% get that. Let me jump Brian Hartman in here, who's been hanging out with us over on Discord. Bri, your thoughts on what we've heard so far, and then what you kind of feel like we're going to see tomorrow.
Well, I like to have some of what Rusty has because I don't think Joey Aguilar is going to take the first snap of the game and run it for a touchdown. That's not something that I expect to see, but we've seen it before, so who knows? So I just want to see them come out and have some early success early so we don't say, here we go again, and then that puts more pressure on them as the game goes along. I think that's important to have a play, head of play here and there, maybe throw a 20-yard completion, just do something positive early in the game. Whether you take it down for a touchdown or not, that's fine, but just have some success.
What do you think, Bino?
Yeah, I like it. I hate Bronny's been hanging around that long on Discord, and that's the first we heard from him. So
that's my game management, Bino. My game management. You know, you've seen my game management before.
Tony, I've got no problem with your game management.
Hey, Brian, what game are you looking forward to on the slate tonight before we go back to the phones?
Well, I've got kind of two on my mind. You've got Georgia Tech, Colorado, and you've got Auburn and Baylor on at the same time. And both Georgia Tech and Auburn are road favorites to go win at Baylor and Colorado. So one's on ESPN, the other's on Fox. So that's probably going to be a split screen. They both start at 8, so they might end before I feel like I'm really tired and need to go to bed. That's what I'm hoping for. Those two games tonight. And then tomorrow, several of them. Clemson, LSU, headlines, and Alabama, Florida State's very intriguing.
You know, I've proven beyond
how much better is Florida State?
Over the last year that I have no idea what the outcome of the football game is going to be, Brian. But I look at that Auburn-Baylor game, and it seems to me like they've got the wrong team favored.
Yeah, I think Auburn's probably got maybe more talent on the offense, but, I mean, they're going to play 3 quarterbacks, and that tells me Jackson Arnold didn't really impress that much in fall camp. So, I don't know. I'm going on the road to Baylor, laying points. I just think Baylor's probably the right play there. Now, I don't know. Dave Aranda, he's had some trouble outside of that one good year where people missed Mr. But it's a big win. It's a big game for Hugh Freeze. If he loses that game, it could go sideways for them very quickly.
You know, the deal is, ladies and germs, that Dave Aranda's no great shakes either. Everybody keeps jumping on Dave Aranda. I mean, as you were saying, Bri, Dave Aranda is like 9 under 500 since his magical year. So neither of these people that are jumping into this Baylor boat tonight, I mean, I get it. Auburn says we're going to play 3 quarterbacks. We don't play teams that are going to play 3 quarter. I get all that.
If Harfuse does that, he's out of here.
Think so?
Yeah, he's done.
They'll cook him, Bino?
If he's not doing bits, he's done.
Well, I feel you. I feel you on that. Before we get another call in, I want to thank the great Joe Armstrong and my friends at WJB for how good they've been to us down through the years.
Amen.
Y'all are so next level. We'll be broadcasting from a new home on Monday, but I absolutely appreciate Joe and the entire staff there and everybody involved for how great they've been to us, and y'all have been really, really great to us. So I didn't want a minute to go by without acknowledging that. And then also I want to remind you that tomorrow night, as soon as the game is over, we're going to be live with you, making it happen on Garza Law 5th Quarter Fan Reaction. It's going to be a lot of fun. And essentially, if you've never caught that program, what we do is we take calls from all around the country and stay on for several hours and celebrate the game. But then also what we're going to do is watch some of the action that goes on tomorrow. And I'm hoping we look so good on that field tomorrow. I'm hoping we look so good that we're on till Nico goes. Because Brad wants to come in from Calhoun's. Brad wants to come in and host a show for like 3 hours. So maybe he'll come down tomorrow. He always says, why'd you get off so soon? You only did 5 hours. So I want to thank my friends at Calhoun's. Listen, Bino, the crowd we had out here today for this, we're playing in Atlanta, Bino, and we filled this place up today, man.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You know how much fun next week, 1 week from now,
oh man,
Al Wilson is going to be here, ladies and gentlemen, in the flesh. Al Wilson is going to be here 1 week from now. And I might be like Danny White and sitting out there charging $50 to get in next week. Because, Bino, you're on a lifetime – I don't know if you know it, but you're on a lifetime contract right now, Bino.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate
You're
that.
very
Tony.
welcome.
Thank you.
Maybe we'll have an announcement later on today. But in the meantime, we thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. TLD Logistics Overdrive Overtime is coming up next. We'll continue to take your calls. We'll continue to talk about Tennessee, Syracuse, and the college football weekend ahead. It is absolutely next level. It is here. Let's enjoy it, and peace.
WJBE 1040 AM 99.7 FM. Translator W259AB. Powell, Knoxville.
It's TLD Logistics Overdrive Overtime, presented by TLD Logistics. Online at tldlogistics.com.
Bino, think about how great
And
this
now
is,
let's
right,
go to
today?
the guys with today's edition of TLD Logistics Overdrive Overtime.
Think about how great this is today down here, Bino. It is unbelievable. Now, imagine next week when Al Wilson's here. When Big Al, I talked to him the other day for like a half hour. And when I got done talking to Al Wilson for like a half hour the other day, Bino, I felt like I could literally get up and walk on the clouds. There's something about that guy, man. There is something about
special
him.
Guy, natural leader, just one of my favorites.
Imagine, Bino, what it's going to be like when Oklahoma plays here and we're out here on that November day. Huh?
I mean, they're all special. Every one of them's special, but yeah.
When Georgia in a couple weeks is here and we're out here. I mean, how much fun is this?
It never ceases to amaze me how blessed I am to be here doing this at this site.
Oh, man. Wow. Your thoughts on our show today, Beanstar?
It's been good, Tony. It's been a good football kickoff season show, and certainly like you, I appreciate everyone being out here. Just a beautiful day, and great to get together to celebrate another football season.
Yeah, my feelings exactly, man. It is it's a special deal. And the thing about today's program that never ceases to amaze me is how much this means to people. And the thing I like about what we do here is we allow people with all different viewpoints to come in, and we don't attack folks. Some people about this team and tomorrow are hyper positive.
Yeah.
Great. Some people are somewhere in the middle. Great. A few people are kind of negative. Great. The one guy in Seattle called in and said, hey, I'm in a sort of a show me mode. Listen, I think it's all fair, man. Yeah. I think all of it's fair. So, and I like to think that we, sort of handle things with an open mind. Because,
well, the great thing about it is,
yeah,
all of us want the same outcome.
That's right.
Every one of us want the same outcome.
That's one thing we've learned down through the years. Yep. Even the most negative fan wants to win, I think. And some people, though, that's just how they relate to things. They get kind of negative with it. And I kind of relate to that with where I grew up in the Philadelphia area, because that's how a lot of those folks there, how they sort of relate to their sports teams. The thing that I've come to appreciate down through the years here, though, is how so much of what we do here is about the fellowship. The fellowship of the deal is where it's at, man. I mean, your nephew drove over here, and I said, "Are you going to the game?" And he said, "No." I said, "Are you sticking around?" And he said, "No. I just drove over for the today to come be a part of the radio show." Bino.
Yeah, I've always been too crazy about Tennessee athletics, but that's one thing that I've never missed I've always gotten the fact that this is more about community. It's more about family than it is about outcome.
Yeah. And that's one of the things I love about being here at Calhoun's every Friday is you walk on this, you walk out here on a Friday and you can feel the celebration in the air. This is a celebration, man. And I celebrate that. So in the meantime, we go back to our phones at 865-200-5402 if you want to join us on the program. And let's get our next call in. Hello and welcome.
Hi, Tony. This is Tina from Wallen.
Hey, Tina from Wallen. Welcome in.
I wanted to give my 3 plays.
All right, go right ahead.
3 plays. The first play is a run off tackle. The second play is a screen pass. And the third play is an option play.
How about that, Bino? Going to run the option tomorrow.
I like it. Well, it's read option. That's good.
Tina
That's right.
says we're going to go old school, man.
Oh, she's.
And I think they'll go for a touchdown on the third play.
How about that?
I'll
Third
take it.
play, option.
I'll take it.
Now, on the option, I got to get this now, Tina. Is Joey Football going to keep it, or is he going to pitch it?
He's going to pitch it.
Thanks for listening. You're absolutely
To my
next
guy,
level.
Deshaun Bishop, who takes it for a touchdown.
I'll say this for Bino. Bino's no talent scout, although he's told me he thinks I'm talented.
Yes.
But thank you, Tina. Great talking to you.
Okay, I want to tell you that Calhoun's on the River is wonderful, and your show is great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tina.
You're the best, Tina. Thank you. Tina, awesome talking to you. And she called from the porch today. She'd been out here with us. Made the call from the porch. That's awesome. Thank you for your support, Tina. Thank you for being there. Let's go back to the phones. And we'll get our next call in on this Friday. It's a football Friday. Hello and welcome in. You're on the air.
How my French compatriots doing today?
Hey, W. Lynn, welcome in.
First 3 plays, run left, run right, run left, first down.
There you go. Left, right, left.
One step at a time.
W. Lynn, that's an honor.
The game I want to see the most.
Left, right, left.
I
Go
want
ahead.
TCU to completely annihilate the cradle robber at UNC.
Wow.
You're waiting for your game on Sunday night, my friend. Hey, put
And what I
Belichick.
don't understand is why on Sunday and Monday, both days, we don't have 4 games, college football games each day.
Bino, is college football missing a chance by not winding the schedule out and using Sunday and Monday, the off day? They jammed all those games on Thursday night. Are they missing a chance by not doing that?
Probably, Tony.
Yeah, I think that's right.
You generally standalone days for the NFL.
Yeah.
The one weekend you have an opportunity to step in there and take those. Yeah.
I would do it.
Yeah.
I think you're right, W. Lynn. I'll tell you what. I thought Tennessee all those years should have started their season on Sunday night. That one year they did it with UNLV, I thought it was awesome. I know they got some pushback from our local church community on that deal. I would have kept doing it, personally.
Well, they offered us that spot for a lifetime contract, and you know who turned it down, our AD.
Yeah, I would have done it. If I would have been them, I would have done it.
And I heard all the church groups after it happened were okay, because a lot of them had listener watch parties at the church in the fellowship hall. So
Yeah, they sure did. That's exactly what happened. Like a lot of churches do Super Bowl things. That's exactly right.
So we missed that opportunity, but another bit of history from the 1966 bowl game, Bino, you'll remember. We faked a field goal, and Dewey Warren hit Austin Denny for a touchdown, and Ben Schwartzwalder called that unethical. he came unhinged. He thought that was out of hand faking a field goal. Do you remember that, Bino?
Unethical, my brother. Unethical.
I didn't remember the backlash about it. That part I did not remember.
Unethical. Imagine that.
Faking a field goal. So, and if you're having a listener get together tomorrow anywhere to watch the game, here's some trivia you might want to use. The Gator Bowl in 1966, Tennessee scored 2 touchdowns. Syracuse scored 2 touchdowns. Missed 2 extra points. Missed two-point conversions. So there was 0 extra points of any kind after 4 touchdowns.
That's
I tell you
amazing.
what I do remember, Tony. I remember thinking as a young man, we just shut down Floyd Little and Larry Zonka. I read something the other day. Floyd Little ran for 206 yards. It's the most yards ever run for by a running back in Syracuse Bowl history.
Again, I'm back to that T. Martin thing.
But we kept him from scoring a whole lot.
And that's
what we
right.
did. We had a goal line stand.
That's right.
Yards don't count, guys, when the time comes, if you don't get it in. I cannot believe T. Martin's numbers were that pedestrian that year, Bino. Can you?
Well, you remember Freddie used to call in and say they need to name an overpass after him. Don't you remember that?
It was such a great line, too. An overpass.
Guys, you got to remember the Florida game was unprecedented for 2 top 10 teams playing. We're the home team. We made 0 turnovers. Florida made 5. And the game was tied in regulation at the end.
And Spurrier
did 5 in turnovers.
And Spurrier did that thing back then that he used to do, which is he would overcoach and he would rotate those quarterbacks. He was so amused with himself that he would kind of make it about himself, and he was so totally amused. But anyway, hey, thanks, man. I appreciate you, W. Lynn. Thank you. Appreciate the
Go Big Orange. That's us.
Thank you, my friend. 865-200-5402.
Big volunteer princess, Tony.
There you go. The Martin Milton overpass, Bino. Nobody could overpass like Joe Milton.
No.
Joe Milton could throw that damn thing. Fans would get souvenirs. He'd throw it so far.
Oh, yeah. They would have renamed it. They'd have had a big ceremony and renamed all of those.
I mean, if the Savannah Bananas ever start a football deal, he would be a perfect quarterback for them. You imagine the trick throws that cat can make?
Man.
You put him back in that end zone and throw that thing from one end zone to the other. Freddie used to call in when we were winning a national championship and say we need to name an overpass after the guy. Now that's a tough crowd. Okay?
Well, we didn't know we were going to
That's a tough crowd. No, I mean, that whole year, like you're watching the team and you're going, with this passing game, surely you're going to get beat. I mean, surely somebody's, I don't remember only throwing for, how many yards against Florida while they threw for 400?
What did they say,
Less than
60-something?
Yeah.
60-something? He was, again, when you had to have a play.
Oh.
Our defense when you had to have a play, he made it.
Back to our phones we go. 865-200-5402. Hello and welcome in. You're on our TLD Logistics Overdrive Overtime. Hi.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hey, welcome in.
Greg, down in Columbia. How you guys?
Hey, Greg. Good talk to you, buddy.
Hey, it's good to hear you guys. And Tony, first of all, congratulations to your add-on there with Fan Run Radio. And I know it's going to be great for you. And
yeah, we're excited. Starting Monday, man. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yep.
My 3 plays, boys, I'm going to make an outlandish prediction right here. I know you're probably thinking in the back of your mind, I kind of know who is going to be involved. And I don't know what's in Heifel's mind anymore. I used to know a couple of years ago or so with what he did on the field. But anyway, here's my 3 plays for what they might be. Play number 1. We're going to fake it to Bishop, and they're going to hit Boo Carter for a long touchdown down the middle of the field, post pattern.
Now, Greg, does Boo Carter have to be on the field for the ball to come to him?
Oh, sure he does. Well, let me tell you.
Okay. He's going to be on the field for the first play after this summer. He's going to be on the field.
We still, I'm still sideways about all of that, as you can tell. Never got a straight answer from the coach on what caused all of that to materialize. And I'm thinking it's because they told him he would be on offense last year and never got out there. He was lied to or just ignored, overlooked, or whatever. That would tee me off, too, if that's the case. And I want people to know, I want to know the reason why all that took place. And anyone listening to me on your show right now, I would love to hear somebody that knows the facts call you and let you know. Because if that's the case, he was told he would play offense. That's what I heard a long time ago. And last year, I expected him to be out there. And
let me ask Bino a quick question, Greg. And you know I love you. You're my guy. You know that. Greg Columbia is my guy, okay? Bino, how many guys get fibbed to in the football recruiting process, Bino? What percentage of guys do you think that get fibbed to? Just off the top of your head. Give me a number.
In one manner or another?
Yes.
75.
Okay. How many guys take like 5 weeks off in the summer, Bino, and just leave their team?
1%. Here, Greg, I don't know. I have no idea what went on. My assumption is that this is a young man that is so talented that he just felt like he didn't have to put the work in that others do. That's my assumption of what happened. I could be dead wrong.
And, Greg, I want you to win the $100 copper card by naming the first 3 plays tomorrow. Don't throw your prize away on Boo Carter. He's not even going to be on the field, Greg. Don't do that to yourself. I love you. I'm rooting for you. You're my guy, man.
Well, let me tell you, as a Christian, forgive and forget. Coaches need to learn that as well. You got a kid that is at an age where you've got to move him in the right direction, encourage him, applaud him, no matter who they are.
Greg, he took 5 weeks off this summer, bro, and then he came late to a practice a couple weeks ago. Come on now.
I know all of that. I know. But see, we don't know the reason why it materialized. What caused all that to happen? I don't know if in high school, I mean, you got an athlete, a wide receiver. We needed a Hyatt type receiver last year. He would have been that guy because I know what he did in his senior year of high school. Voted 6A Player of the Year in the state of Tennessee in 6A schools. That's the biggest schools in the state. And he had like 20-something touchdown receptions. And like almost that many in the same junior and senior year. Had about 50 touchdowns in his junior and senior year.
Hey, Greg, I owned it.
What the heck?
Greg, listen, I owned it last year. You called in and said this all last year, and I laughed at you. Looking back at last season, you were right, and I was wrong. They should have used him last year. He was one of the most dynamic guys when he got the ball in their hands. The thing that drives me crazy, about the modern-day football coaches. They won't let their athletes be their athletes on both sides of the line of scrimmage. I do not understand that, Bino. We had a bunch of pedestrian. Yes. We had two guys that tried whose bodies weren't cooperating in Squirrel White and then the kid from Brew McCoy. And for some reason, they would not give Greg's guy a shot. And, Greg, I'll own this. I would kind of snicker at your phone calls last year. I would snicker at that. And then I woke up one day and I said, you know what? Greg is right. Now, with that in mind, Greg, I want you to give me your first 3 plays from scrimmage. And don't do the Boo Carter thing because I want you to win, Greg. I'm really trying to help you here. I've apologized to you. I just put you over. Now, come on, Greg. Come correct with me here.
Okay, well, I'll do it this way. I'll say post pattern to Matthews.
There we go.
Extra point and a kickoff.
Post pattern to Matthews.
Touchdown.
Post pattern to Matthews. Extra point and kickoff, Bino. First 3 plays. Does that count, Bino, to you?
Counts to me. I like it.
Thank you, Greg.
I would like yes. for the coach to get our quarterback feeling good, baby. And he said he will be hitting guys that were open.
Yep.
I feel good about him. We'll start. They'll start calling him Joey Football like you want after the first 3 games.
Dude, if they're calling him Joey Football after that game tomorrow night, I'll be fired up, focused, and prepared, and we'll be on to like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Thanks a lot, guys. Hey, Tony, you and Bino do a heck of a job. Thank you, buddy.
Believe that, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for another year. It is Winners and Losers presented by our friends at Dos Equis. And shout out to our friends at VIP Play as well. The participants in week 1, it's an ensemble cast. You know the drill as we go. What we're going to do in this edition of Winners and Losers, week 1 college football, we're going to look at the action. And we're going to take you inside some of the games. My panel has been given the assignment. The assignment is take any 3 games on the board. When the NFL season commences, we pick an NFL game as well. The 3 games you feel best about on the board, then we whittle it down and we try to come up with 3 power plays out of that. To begin the festivities, we've got 3 victims, and then we have Mr. C, who's going to join us here in a little bit. But moving right to left across your device, let's just go from the top on down. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Kyle Blackburn right there. Kyle, shout out to you. Good to see you, man.
Well, thanks for inviting me on, Tony.
Let's get it rolling here. Ladies and gentlemen, stars. All right, Laura, I'm back. I'm back with you. I'm back with you. All right, thanks. So we were getting ready to get you rolling there, but not yet. What happened is, just a little look-see into this deal. You can hear this thing moving around now. I have an ice bag on my leg, and I went to ice my leg, and the ice knocked my whole apparatus on the ground here, and it is what it is. You live and you learn. Laura said, I called her because she's producing the show, and she said, I think we just lost our phone lines. And I said, no, I think your husband's losing his mind. I think that's what's happening.
I told you I can still make a shoestring catch.
That was Bino, that was pretty strong. I'm not going to lie to you. Bino saved our equipment, sweetheart. Bino saved our equipment.
Finally, 75 years of playing softball came into effect.
Hey, Bino made the save. Make no mistake about it. Bino made the save. Let's go back to our phones. And, Greg, I love you. Much appreciation to you. Appreciate you, brother. As we go back to our phones and get our next call in, hello and welcome. You're on the air.
Hey, Tony, Robin Dallas.
Hey, Robin Dallas. Welcome in.
Hey, best day of the year, man. I've got my neighbor on suicide watch over this Micah Parsons stuff. It's great. It's so awesome.
Well, for once in his life, Jerry Jones did the right thing, man. I don't know how you read it, but I think he did the right thing.
I don't really care because I hate the Cowboys. So to see these people lose their minds is just awesome. So let me give you a backstory. Yesterday morning on the local news at 6 o'clock, somebody reported that Micah Parsons was going to Green Bay to get a reevaluation on his back. And I was like, he just got traded. And then fast forward to late afternoon on NFL Live, you got Mike Wervin going, there's no way they're going to trade him. It's part of the negotiations. 1 hour later, they traded him. And I was like, this is awesome. This is so great.
Jerry Jones is such a goofball that he started his press conference yesterday. Because there's a guy I don't know if you knew this, but there's a VFL that lives in the Metroplex that does a show on 105.3 in the morning. RJ Choppy graduated from here. He used to intern under me, okay?
Yeah.
So we text each other a bunch. Well, he's a Tennessee. He loves the Vols. We text a bunch. Anyway, I was listening to those guys today, and they're talking about this deal, and they're laughing at the fact that Jerry Jones, for the first 6 or 7 minutes of his press conference, is telling those people about how excited he is to add Ken Clark to their defense, Bino. He's so excited to add Kenny Clark to their like we made a one-on-one trade and we won the trade. Those guys were like, is this guy, and he goes on their show in the morning. Jerry's the only owner that goes on these radio shows as much as he does, and he was on with those guys, and the whole thing's just nuts, man. It really is.
Well, last year, Jerry threatened to fire R.J. Choppy and those guys on the fan.
Yes, he sure did, because they asked him hard questions. That's right.
Yeah, it was great. Anyway, I'm just, this is awesome. Dallas Cowboy fans are losing their mind. Tomorrow, Tennessee plays. This is the best day of the year so far for me. This is awesome.
Yep.
Hey, my first 3 plays, you're going to have a swing pass to the right or a bubble screen to the right. RPO to Bishop up the middle, and then they're going to hit Mike Matthews on the post for 6. That's the first 3 plays they're going to run.
I like it.
Bino, give them to me again. Swing pass to the right, bubble screen, deep ball to Matthews. And that's 7 points in your humble opinion?
Yeah.
Do the Vols cover tomorrow? Yes or no?
Yeah, I actually think they're gonna go well above the 13.5 they're getting. I've got them by 21, and I think the difference is going to be the defense. I think we're going to have a pick 6 on a defense. You're going to have a fumble recovery. It's just the defense is going to look Super Bowl ready defense. I think the offense is going to probably start slow, but I think they're going to get their legs probably towards the middle end of the first quarter, and you're going to see them opening it up to push to the halftime. And then the third quarter, we're going to come out to the domination. Fourth quarter, you're going to see all backup playing.
Well, it's absolutely next level on your part, and I appreciate you, brother. Good talking to you. Okay, so Beanstar the Great. Over at VIP Play, we've got a play tomorrow for you if you're man enough.
Lay it on me.
Tennessee, team total in the game, I'm going over. Tennessee first half line and Tennessee game line You'll be able to jump into VIP play tomorrow. They're going to sweeten it up, plus it up for you. It'll be there in the morning over at VIP play for you to bet on, enjoy, and we'll do our thing.
And how do I find that when I go to VIP play?
You go to specials. You go to the specials tab.
Okay.
And you will find it there. And also over at VIP play, you will see all kinds of opportunities for you this weekend, different special bets. They had a bunch of stuff going last night, which was really cool. And they're going to continue to be as interactive as humanly possible during the year and during the season. So it's a lot of fun. It's going to continue to be a lot of fun, and everybody gets treated. Everybody gets treated like a VIP over at VIP play. And, you know, the truth is that there's so much great stuff going on. I want you to check out their app. Head over to VIPplay.com as well and see what they're doing on the website. And if you have a gambling problem, 800-889-9789. 21 and over, located in the state of Tennessee to place a bet. My play is over. I think Tennessee's going to roll tomorrow. I've thought that all week. And I don't know what the Vols have offensively, but I think they're going to be able to turn Angeli into a statue. I think they're going to turn him over a few times, like John Bryce said the other day. Just cause some duress, hit him a bunch, alter the game, and change the equation.
What I hope we see tomorrow.
Yeah.
Out of Joey. I want to see a guy who's a smart, willing runner.
Yep.
And I want to see a guy that when you have an opportunity down the field, that a high percentage or he hits those high percentage of the time.
Hit a third of them.
That's right.
Right?
For, I mean,
what
is considered a high percentage of time.
Yeah. Hit a third of them.
Yeah.
The guy last year didn't hit hardly any of them.
Hit 2 out of 5.
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, 2 out of 5. You give me 40%, man. I'm going to the house with that. One way or another on Garza Law fifth quarter fan reaction, and we'll stay on about 10 more minutes here, but one way or another, we'll be overreacting to that tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Tennessee tradition.
He's either going to be the greatest player to ever live, or he's going to stink tomorrow night. My prediction, in our fan base's eyes. There's just, nobody does quarterback overreaction like we do. And I'm for it, man. I'm for quarterback overreaction.
Hey, it's how you do 8-hour postgame.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So let's get a couple more calls in, and then we'll call it a Friday as I'm out here playing hurt with the ice all over me. Hello and welcome in to our next call as I welcome you in. You're on the air.
Hey, Tony, it's Tan Adam. How you doing, man?
Hey, Adam, welcome in, brother.
Hey, but I appreciate you getting on here, Tony, and not staying on the IR.
Thank you, my man.
Hey, I want
he can never be a Yankee.
To someone that $100 gift card wouldn't even touch his tab. The late great Roger.
Yep.
Amen.
Who would absolutely love the fact that we had the number one wide receiver and quarterback recruit signed. He would love it.
Oh, yeah. So fun. Not signed, but committed. Not signed, committed.
Right,
but go ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
But to Roger, a commitment, it is a signature.
Yep.
3 plays. I'm not sure what we'll do it, but I hope we will. Hope we come out with our strength, which is a 2 tight end set. First play of the game, stack the right side, run Bishop off the right, get 7 or 8 yards. Second play, 2 tight ends, Kitzelman, 12-yard gain. And then I hope we take the top off and throw one to Mike Matthews. I think he'll miss it, but I think we take that shot, end up settling for a field goal on the first offensive drive of the game.
One more time. Give it to me again, 10, Adam.
2 tight end set, start the game.
Yep. Yep.
Bring one in motion, stack it up on the right, run Bishop off the right, 8 or 9
Yep.
yards. Next play, 2 tight ends. Go to Kitzelman. Third play, take the top off and air it out to Matthews. I think it hits him, but I think he drops it.
Matthews up top. Yep, that seems to be a theme, Bino. Matthews going to get the brunt of the work tomorrow, Bino? Is he the leading receiver in the game?
Yes.
Or one of the tight ends?
That's close.
That's really close.
Yeah.
It really is.
Matthews or Kitzelman will be the highest receiving.
They love all 3 of their tight ends, which is a good problem to have.
Which probably takes away an opportunity for Kitzelman to be the main guy.
Yes. Which isn't going to bother him because he's a big team-oriented guy. Oh, it's going to be. It's always fun, man. Always fun.
Well, I appreciate
Anything
you guys.
else for
Let
us?
somebody else jump on here. No, I'll
Thank
let
you,
somebody
TA.
else jump on before you head off. Thanks, guys.
You're the man. Thank you, brother. Let's get another in here. And remember, we're back here next Friday. And remember to support our friends at Calhoun's all across the city. As we get our next call in, hello and welcome in. You're on the air.
What's up, Ryder? What's up, brother Bino?
Sammy,
what's up, Sammy?
what's happening?
Ridge Runner, what's up, my man?
Tony, old boy I work with said they give $4 bills to walk into that Clemson Stadium tomorrow night. And for the uninitiated, that's $400.
$400 to get in. Get in, Beanstar.
That's a big football game.
I'd say. That's pretty. Pretty. Don't let Danny White hear that. That's pretty major league, man.
Hey, somebody's feeling it, brother. Tony.
Sammy, I heard they're going to put signs up. I heard they're going to put signs up at every entrance for the fans. I have given my all for Tennessee. Bam.
Go! That's a great line, man. Bino, I am going to buy you. You don't know this. Laura said we really ought to get Bino that men's bathroom door. $3,000, man. Could you imagine somebody's going to pay $3,000 for the men's bathroom door? No. You mean you talk about signs of the apocalypse?
What do they have it on, eBay?
No, they've got their own auction site, and
wow.
It's like at $2,700 or $2,800 right now, and it says men on it. I mean, like, no bones about the fact that you're going to eat on the men's room table. It is the most idiotic thing I've ever seen. It is the most idiotic thing I've ever seen. It's crazy, man.
Tony, what did Caden Salter do when he got kicked off this team?
Went to Liberty.
No, I'm saying, what did he do?
What did he do to get kicked?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember that. I have no idea. I'm sorry, Bino. He said, what did Caden Salter do when he got kicked off the team? I said he went to Liberty. What did he do?
You're right.
Okay. All right.
Listen, I was wanting it to go full circle when Nico said he was there. I was like, hell, just go get him back. But, he's starting tonight for prime time.
He sure is.
Sure is.
So that'll be a game I'll be tuned into, obviously, because, my time spent out there. That should be a good game tonight.
Are you on the Buffs tonight or no? What do you think?
The Buffs where?
The Buffaloes, Colorado, the Buffs.
Oh, am I on the Buffs? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, that Caden Salter's a player now.
A player? That guy sucks.
No, he doesn't, Tony. He didn't have nothing at Liberty. But
I'm sorry.
Anyway, well, I mean, the Ramblin' Wreck, they're always ready to play, so it should be a good game. But I think Colorado's gonna take it. They're on their home field. What's the line in that game? Do you know?
3.5, I think, right?
Yeah, I think Georgia Tech's about a 4-point favorite.
Yeah, 3.5, 4. Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Tony, tomorrow.
4.5.
Start.
4.5. Your updated number. 4.5.
Okay. It's going to start. Listen, all this talk about Heupel and yada yada. Dude, the guy put a nobody in Hendon Hooker who was into a second-round pick. He's about to put this kid into a second-round pick. They're going to start off the game. It's going to be a fake bubble screen. Bishop's going to go for about 70 up the middle. Delayed handoff.
Hey, Sammy, are you in North Carolina or South Carolina? Refresh my memory.
I'm in South Carolina, and it's crazy.
All right.
You know, shout out to your guys at VIP Play. Tony, these bozos down here run stuff on the sports network down here, these gambling shows, and you can't even gamble down. Like, there's different avenues you can go to do it, but it's not even legal here yet, and I don't know why they play this stuff down here. But
from the tone and tenor of your phone call, I was going to tell you that I watch a lot of On Patrol Live, and they've got a couple of precincts there, and you need to make sure you clean your car out, brother, when you go out on a Friday night, because no offense to you, but I'm sure there's some things from plants that you've got in your car. They don't take too kindly to that there.
Hey, we're riding clean, but our gas tank is on.
There you go.
Listen, man. They're going to roll them tomorrow. Shout out Titans Bill. They're going to tear the Orange Men's kingdom down, brother. I'm looking for about 45 to 17 balls. Bishop's going to go for about $1.75. Get ready, son. Big Orange is rolling, and I'm telling you right now, 10-1. We're going to the SEC championship game. Love you, brother.
And again, Sammy, I don't want to see you on Patrol Live tonight. Bino, any final thoughts here on the way out? Because Winners and Losers presented by our friends at Dos Equis and VIP Play is on the way next. Anything else for us, Beanstar?
Tony, I'm just so glad it's back, and it just never disappoints coming down here. Never disappoints.
Oh, it's so fun, man.
It's always just I always feel so blessed to be here.
And I'll tell you, man, like we have a guy out here as a Florida fan, the season is going to be so interesting. Like, if their quarterback stays healthy, they could be very, very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
That
schedule's not fair.
I think it's Matt that called it. I don't know who called it unfair, but that is
not
an unfair schedule, because I think they've got a good football team, and I think they're going to go 6-6.
I mean, that schedule's ignorant. I mean, next week, that South Florida game, that's going to be a war to settle the score. A war to settle the score.
DJ stays healthy.
In the meantime,
so I want to see him play.
Much love to I want to thank my friends at Calhoun's for having us out here. It's been incredible. Next week we'll be out here with us. We love you. G to the B to the O. Tomorrow night, Garza Law, 5th quarter fan reaction as soon as the game goes final. I want to thank everybody that came out today. We love you. God bless. And G to the B to the O. Believe that, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for another year. It is Winners and Losers presented by our friends at Dos Equis. And shout out to our friends at VIP Play as well. The participants in week 1, it's an ensemble cast. You know the drill as we go. What we're going to do in this edition of Winners and Losers, week 1 college football, we're going to look at the action. And we're going to take you inside some of the games. My panel has been given the assignment. The assignment is take any 3 games on the board. When the NFL season commences, we pick an NFL game as well. The 3 games you feel best about on the board, then we whittle it down and we try to come up with 3 power plays out of that. To begin the festivities, we've got 3 victims, and then we have Mr. C, who's going to join us here in a little bit. But moving right to left across your device, let's just go from the top on down. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Kyle Blackburn right there. Kyle, shout out to you. Good to see you, man.
Well, thanks for inviting me on, Tony.
Let's get it rolling here. Ladies and gentlemen, star of stage and screen, we call him VIP, play Will. The great Will Heflin. How you doing, my friend?
Good. Happy to talk football with you on this show.
Willie. And back by popular demand, a mainstay on the program, Nashville Lee. How we doing, brother?
Yeah, everybody thought I was gone, man. Y'all thought y'all heard the end of me, but I'm back for one more year, I guess.
And by the way, C is going to be joining us here in a little bit. Brian Hartman and Blair send their regards, and we'll work them in the mix and in the hunt as we go. But in the meantime, we're presented by our friends at Dos Equis, Lager Especial, Golden Pilsner style beer.